Hey, you guys, it's your girl Shinna Speaks. Let's get ready. It's been a busy week.
On my mind, past my bedtime, no rest at the kingdom. Alone in my place, my heart is away. All that I can think of is we should get married. We should get married. Let's stop holding back on this and let's get carried away. Stop making a big deal out of the little things, 'cause I got big deals and I got little things. Got everything I'm asking for, but you stop making a big deal out of the little things. Let's get carried away. Come right now, you know where I stand. I just wanna say you're my, you're mine. I just wanna say you're my, you're mine. What you heard, you're my, you're mine. All I'm really asking for is you. You're my, you're mine. I just wanna say you're my, you're mine. What you heard, you're my, you're mine. Long as you know who you belong
Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to your girl Sheena Speaks. Man, you guys, I am overwhelmed with subscribers and overwhelmed with how the channel's growing. And I want to say thank you. Let me turn this down. Turn this down. How's everybody doing this evening? I missed you guys. It's been a couple of days. I took a couple of days off. I missed you guys. Let's see. Let's see who's in the chat. Auntie M, Roxanne, Gail, Laura, waiting for a star, Denise. How is everyone doing this evening, you guys? I missed you. I had to take a couple days off. Had to reamp. I'm here. I'm here. Welcome, everybody. We have a lot to talk about today. Hello, this is your first time. Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you made it to the live. You guys, we have a lot to talk about today. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy week out here. Me personally, I'll take off a day or two when I need to woosah. I'll take a day or two off when I need to woosah. Roxanne, let's see. Laura, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. You guys rock. Gail, I missed you guys. I'm here. We got a lot to talk about. Auntie M. All my friends are here. You guys, there's a lot going on. You was wondering where I was. You know what? I took off a couple days to reamp and just get my thoughts together. There was a lot going on in YouTube land. And hello, Wild Child. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. It was a lot going on, and I like to reamp my energy. I try not to go more than 3 days. The most I'll do is 2 to 3 days, and then I'll come back live. But it's been a lot going on. And I want to break down a couple of these lives that I've been hearing. So I'm pretty much on board with what's going on, you guys. I just haven't came live. I've been checking into these people, and they got a lot going on. Yeah, it's a lot of drama around this case. It's a lot of drama. And I don't want to focus on the drama. I want to focus on these unfit parents and what they've been doing and all the lies they've been doing. That's what I'm focusing on. You know, I have to tell you guys about this. I had the experience of going to someone else's channel, on the panel the other day, and I like her channel. She has a good channel, but I was called all kind of things that was inappropriate, and I appreciate her. I think it's all about the farm. I appreciate her welcoming me there in her community because I want to speak about this. I have to speak about it because a lot of her subscribers came over, and I thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. You guys rock. It's a pretty laid back channel over here. We're positive over here, and we don't do the drama. We stay away from the drama. But I thought I would let my people over here know a little bit about what happened the other day on the panel because if you guys see in the comment section, you're going to see a lot of people that was apologizing. And I want to say thank you to the people that was sincerely apologizing to me. But I've heard worser things, and I know that this is YouTube, and I know that YouTube is pretty harsh out here. That's why I stay to myself over here a little bit, and I really don't go to the other channels. But it was good to go over to someone else's channel to communicate with, like, the neighbors that's in the community. And I didn't take it personal. I just was called all kind of you know, black niggers and things like that, and get the nigger off the panel. And it wasn't very polite, and it bothered me. Why it bothered me so much is because I know personally I don't go to all their channels. But it seemed, what, are you serious? Yes, that's why I said let me fill you guys in first before we get started on the commentary, okay? And then I'm gonna drop the link. Hey, Robin, there's a few people in the chat that was here, and I just want to discuss it. Um, Welcome back to the chat, Robin. Paparazzi, I'm gonna drop the link. I want you to join the panel. It's a lot going on. A matter of fact, I'm gonna drop the link while I explain this to the chat and let you get a chance to get on here because it was pretty bad what went on. And I'm not a person to dwell on the negativity. I'm not. It's okay. I know it's disgusting to call people names. Well, let me fill my chat in a little bit. I went to prayer. I'm sorry, they got so many different channels. I went to All About the Farm. She got a pretty nice channel. Everybody have different opinions over there. But when I got there, it was a troll in the back chat. I don't know if you guys know, there's a back chat. And there was a troll in the back chat and was saying, get the nigger off the panel. Why you got this black person on the panel? And just a lot of derogatory stuff. And I got a chance to see it. And I really appreciate how All About the Farm took care of it in her chat. It was like she really took care of it. And I don't know who the individual is. I really don't care who the individual is because I will not be visiting their channels. I don't do that. But when it comes down to the things that was said, it's like, okay, this is the internet. I'm used to things being said. I'm used to being called worse things. This ain't my first name. It's okay. It's okay. Robin was there, and it's okay. It's okay. That, and I wanted you guys to get this. Hi, loves. Hi, love. Hi, Blazer. Hi, Tennessee Yo-Yo. If I missed anybody, hello, hello. Shauna, I found you because of that happened. It was disgusting, but I'm glad to have found you. Denise, it was very disgusting. And I don't sit here and dwell on the negativity because if I dwell on the negativity, it blocks away the positivity that I'm focused on. Like I said, it's hard when you're a light in the dark and you're trying to do positive things. You guys wouldn't even knew my channel was over here. I've been focusing on unfit parents, especially when it comes down to Candace and Don and how they mistreated these children. And I welcomed myself to go to someone else's panel. And I know it was I'm just going to be honest, y'all, an all white panel. And I was the only African American on there. But I really feel comfortable with the panel. It's just I got to watch where I go. I got to watch what I do, especially when it comes down to the YouTube. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you guys moving forward. I really want to bust down some of these interviews. I don't know if you guys have got a chance to see Candace's new video interview that just came out. I want to go over that interview with you guys. I want to drop the link for a couple people could hit the panel with me and discuss what's been going on. If you guys have an input, it shouldn't make any difference what race. You know what? It doesn't make a difference to me about the race. But in that situation, it was a big deal about the race because I was the only African American on the panel. But we're all here for a cause, right? With us all being here for a cause, those different lives were too long. And I'm glad you're breaking those lives down. Yeah, I'm going to break them down because they were very long and I just want to break them down to a point. But let me address the black thing and the nigger thing before I move forward, okay? Hold on, and let me put up a disclaimer. Because, over here we get down and dirty. We get to talk about what we want to talk about. So I want to get these disclaimers out. Okay, before we get started. Okay. It pisses me off how cruel and demonic the world is. But with me being a spiritual person, I don't let it get to me like that. I don't let it stop me. If that was the case, they will stop me as much as they can. And like I said on that panel that day, I'm here for justice for Summer and her brothers. And I'm going to follow it all the way through. It was very ignorant, Auntie M. I seen you over there. Gail, it was just like, okay, here I go again. That's why I left the community that I was in because it was so toxic and it was just so much going on. But yes, because it's not your battle. Thank you. She said something right. I like exactly what she said. And welcome to the channel, you guys. Welcome. Everybody is awesome. I made over 3,000 subscribers and I was so grateful. Like, oh my God, and I hope you guys are not just here for the Summer Wells case because I really break down mental health in generational curses, or what else do they call that? Generational cycles. But I had to share it with you guys before I move on, because if you see new subscribers, they're going to say they're sorry because there was about 500 people. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. It was about 500 people in the chat, and it was a trip. It was a trip, but I went back. At first, I dropped off the link, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this. But then I went back, and they made me more than welcome. And I'm not going to let nobody run me off. Like I told you before, it took me a long time before I even put this stuff on my channel because of all these different spirits and demonic spirits around here. And when you're a positive person, they're going to try to stop you as much as possible. So people be like, well, we didn't even know you had a channel. Yeah, it took me a long time. And I'm really filtering out a lot of things. And you guys, I'm late, but I'm here. Okay. Allegedly, I don't know if you got my message, but I gave you my phone number. Let me tell you guys this. If you're not getting my notifications, from my understanding, you need to unsubscribe and resubscribe. And then push the notification bell. I try to make sure I do my lives around this time of the night, even though everybody is live right now. That's fine with me. But I try to do my lives around this time. I always try to do every other day because I work and I travel back to Denver every so often. How much ever. A matter of fact, I want to share this with you guys before I get started on this Candace stuff. Let me put some positivity in the air before we get started. I want to share. I've actually been pretty busy, so I want to share with you guys, you know, what's going on behind the scenes in my life for a second. Tell me what you think about this. So our gender reveal is coming up in 2 weeks. So been getting my stuff ready to go back to Denver, but I want to share this with you. This is my shirt that was made. Let's see, can you see it? Is it showing the shirt? There go my shirt. So all the grandparents and the parents to the gender reveal got a shirt. So this is the most special part of the shirt I want y'all to see. They got the little picture of the baby on the back of the shirt. Let's see if you guys can see the little picture on the back of the shirt. My little first grandbaby. So I thought I'd put some love in the air before we get started on all these crazy people. I got my shirt. And yeah, I'm team girl, which I know what it is already, but I'm not going to tell y'all until I tell everybody else. So I thought I would share something nice with you guys for a minute. Yes, I am excited. So in 2 weeks, I'll do like a little short video. I do my best not to put my personal business on YouTube, but in 2 weeks, I'll do like a little short video for you guys to see part of the gender reveal. Yes, isn't that nice, you guys? Something positive. I'm team girl. I'm team girl all the way. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I am so excited. No one can take my joy away. They can call me as many niggas, black bitch, whatever they want to. You can't take my joy, what God has gave to me. Another addition to my family. Another addition. I can't wait to be a grandmother. I just want to love on my baby. I want it to be healthy and strong. So, okay. Thought I would share that with you guys. So, anyway, let's move forward. I thought I would fill y'all in a little bit of thank you guys for all your love and support. I truly appreciate y'all. So, anyway, it's been busy out here. Oh man, they've been doing the most out here. It's time to talk. It's time to get the tea out, right? Thank you guys. I'm excited. Nobody could take that joy away. Thank you for that. Yeah, I said, let me put some kind of good in the air for a minute before we get started on these wells. Praying for a healthy baby. Yes, which I already know what it is. But, and everybody, grandmothers and grandfathers, well, it's a beautiful thing. You said, let me pay attention to the chat before I get started a little bit. I don't want to be rude. Gail says, that's right. That devil don't give you that joy. And he can't take it away. That's right. This joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me. The world didn't give it. The world can't take it away. Okay. So Robin says on May the 25th will be 5 for me. Teen girl. Congratulations. Thank you guys. All right. Let's get started with the commentary and healthy boy. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you guys. Okay. So let's see. Of course, I've been following the case. Of course, I haven't missed out on a beat. Even if y'all don't see me, I'm still watching. So we're going to start off by breaking down. If you guys don't know by now, Candace been everywhere. I noticed she been on a lot of the men channels. She go to men platforms. So she done dumped Benny. Benny been acting like a broken man over there, like he's going through a breakup. So she done broke up with Benny on YouTube. She was in Ernie's chat a couple times. With her being all in Ernie's chat, Ernie's playing the fiddle, which he's doing good playing the fiddle. If they could get her to get to talking, that's all I'm waiting on. If these men could get her to get to talking, because she stay on people's panels. She stay on the men's panels. So I got the interview she got last night, and I do got the interview that that shit, I'm getting Benny and Ernie mixed up. It's too much going on. It's too much going on. So yeah, Ernie is playing her. Ernie's playing her. And Ernie's playing her. She likes the attention. It's a big shit show. It is a big shit show. And it's like, where do you start? How, where do you start? It's everywhere. But this is what I'm going to tell y'all. Don't pay attention to all of this. This is what I do. I filter out the information. I filter out what I can hear about this mother and what she doing. I don't give a damn about all that extra drama stuff, because the drama stuff will have you taking 2 to 3 days off, woosah, meditating. That's what I had been doing for the last 2 days. So paying attention to the drama stuff will have you woosah, okay? So I went and I finally went into Ernie's thing. I want y'all to hear what Ernie had to say, because he's been crying for the last 4 days, right? He been crying. Not Ernie, I'm sorry. Let me stop, because it's been so much. It's been so much. It's been so much. Every day is something with these people. Every day is something. So the people ain't really been keeping the track of. She was on this guy Benny's channel, right? Benny called himself, yes, he called himself trying to get all the news out of her. It sounds like he's trying to get the reward money, but from my understanding, if it's nobody, you don't get no reward money. I don't know. I have to look into the chat and y'all tell me what y'all think, if he would get the award money if it's nobody. Which he's saying he's praying that the baby come home and not in a box. We all praying that. But people need to use common sense too. And me over here, I'm a thinker and I use common sense, okay? When it comes down to common sense. So Benny been crying like a broken young man. Now she been on Ernie's channel. Ernie playing her like a fiddle. I told you, I read through these characters. Like, these men is pathetic. You could tell they feeding off the vulnerability of you women. And I want to tell you women out here, be careful with these damn tragedy pimps out here. I ain't knocking nobody, but be careful, okay? Because they like to feed off the vulnerable women, and they know we all in this situation watching this shit. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. But when it comes down to Ernie, I can't knock Ernie. Get it out of her. Let her talk. Because I'm paying attention to what she over there talking about. So if they could get her on there and sugarcoat her and love on her, I want them to love on her. I sure do. I want them to get it up out of her ass. What happened to Summer? And why was them boys neglected? From my understanding, you guys, she can't do much talking about the case. She explained that she got a lawyer for the boys for the custody case, not for Summer's disappearance. But the woman lies so much, you don't know what to believe. She lies so much, you don't know what to believe. So let me This is what I do. I try to get my commentary together. We gonna do it like this. Let's start off by playing Crybaby Benny over there first. Oh, poor Benny. She done dumped you for Ernie. Now she on a whole nother man's channel last night. She's making her rounds. She says she divorcing Don. She finally gonna divorce Don, okay? She says she divorcing Don, y'all. Regardless, all I want is justice for Summer, period, and her brothers. I don't care what y'all doing. She said she was getting a divorce lawyer. Is it a divorce lawyer? I think his last name is Shell. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play Crybaby Ernie. I mean, not Ernie. Damn, Benny. There's so many different characters in this stuff. She making her rounds too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. She is making her rounds on men. I guess she gonna figure out which one is the best suitable man for when she finally divorced Don. But Candace, did you forget that you're in Don's home? Did you forget that that's Don's property? So you don't, this is a message to Candace. You don't have any children. You live in the man's home on his property. So if you are really married and y'all get a divorce, you're not getting shit because you don't have no kids. You don't have nothing. Why would they give you anything? So I don't know who's playing in your head, Candace, about you getting a bunch of money in the land if you divorce Don. Normally you get the land when you didn't put half in on it. That's, you haven't put nothing in on that, Candace. And I know you watch it. You sit there and watch everybody shower. It's crazy. Instead of then out here looking for your child. Or instead of out here trying. From my understanding, she's supposed to be getting in rehab. We'll see. She been lying about not drinking. Every day she's still coming on here drunk. Okay. Let me see what y'all said. Let me play this for you guys real quick. This stuff is a mess. And where is the baby? So I want y'all to hear this. I don't own rights to this, but this, you know, this hoe is getting nasty, y'all. Since Benny is upset that she's on Ernie's channel, he been letting out a lot of tapes and recordings on Candace. That's what that one thing I don't do is talk on the phones with these people. They recording you, they trying to get you, they trying to set you up. Be careful with talking on the phones with these people too. This stuff is getting deep. Let's hear what he got to say. My mic off and I couldn't hear nothing, and I couldn't find the mic to turn it back on. It was really crazy. So I'm playing this because I know it's hard for some of you guys to go through the long lives to find the information. So I come over here to our little channel and I play it over here for us, where we don't got to hear the whole live. We don't got to be in the drama. We just need to hear the facts. So let's get started. I see the chat too, you guys.
Are you just going right through the computer, or are you using Restream, or what do you got going on? I'm trying to get your stream, but I don't know, for some reason I can't get it to work.
Okay, let me. I'm supposed to be right at the minute mark. Give me 1 second. I know y'all probably all done heard this because he been replaying. Okay, let me backtrack because I'm moving far ahead. Since she been on Ernie's channel, Benny's been like crying like a baby, right? Crying like a baby. So he been playing these recordings for the last 3 days. I'm thinking maybe he's gonna play something new, but he ain't played nothing new. It's been the same recordings. So we're gonna break down this first recording, and then we're gonna break down the lies that she tell another man on his new interview that she just did. So listen up, you guys. This Tim Mullen thing and everything is a hot mess. There's a lot going on with these people.
Got these things now. So
He been recording you all this time, Candace. He's been recording you all this time. Candace, stay off of the internet. You doing too much. You're not looking for your baby.
I didn't watch it. I just heard what problems were you having with it.
Okay, I'm gonna let this play.
Well, I don't know what I did, but he put my mic off and I couldn't hear nothing, and I couldn't find the mic to turn it back on. It was really crazy.
Okay. Well, when you're gonna do it again, call me and I'll walk you through what you got to do before you go live to get it all right. And do you know how to do the moderators and stuff like that?
So,
I don't know how to do that. I'm just learning it all now and do it.
so let me break it down because you can't really hear. Basically, he's, warming her up to get to talking. How I heard you was just on YouTube, and let me tell you how to do it. He's warming her up, recording her the whole time. She don't even know she being recorded. Like, come on, Candace. Damn it. In a way you do, I do feel sympathy. No, I don't feel sympathy for it. Let me say this. This woman is fucking sick. You doing all this. You got children in protective services. You got a missing child. And you worried about somebody else's peen that ain't even your peen? Yeah, it's sickening. But here she go, getting recorded, and don't even know she's getting recorded, y'all. Dumbass. Yeah, I'm mad.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. Well, if you do,
I don't know.
well, if you do, let me know, and I'll walk you through it. I'd have to have my computer on while you had your computer on. We do it at the same time. But
Yeah.
have you heard from Dumbass?
No.
He hasn't even tried to call.
He tried to call, but there ain't no money on the account to call.
I guess that's a beg for money.
Damn. How do you send the pay to them? I don't know how they do it up there. How do they do it up there?
I don't even know how it's done. A friend of mine does it, but I don't fuck with it. So.
They send some messages?
Man, actually, been people not asking about them.
What'd you say?
It's been people not talking to him.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it has.
Now, I got some shit in the works, bro. I ain't fucking no more.
What'd you say?
I got some shit in the works that's going on right now, and I can't really discuss it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You want to get a penis enlargement?
you know.
You shouldn't even be talking to a man like this, and you're a married woman. With a you should.
That's good. What are you gonna do? You gonna start a meth lab?
It's okay. So it's very hard to understand basically, it's very hard to understand this woman talking. So let me sort of break it down to y'all, because I have to go and filter this stuff of what she's saying too. And it's just like, you know what? Let me just tell the people what she's saying, because y'all done heard it for the last couple of days. Benny been playing it all on his thing, Hurt. So let me just break it down to y'all. Basically, it's about this phone, okay? Everybody done heard about the phone. The phone is Don's phone. The phone been Tim Mullen is supposed to be like they spokes guy for the media, right? It's the Tim Mullen guy. And I remember Tim Mullen. He was out here, saying that he was standing up for them for the internet. He was protecting them on the internet. Woo, 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 woo. So Tim Molen, some I guess he ended up getting Don's phone. Don's phone, don't nobody know what's on the phone, but they're making it like the phone is the big clue to where Summer is. So it's all about this phone right now. Nobody know what's on the phone, which I pray to God the phone tells us where Summer, I really do, but they're making a big deal about this phone to distract you from where Summer. So everybody's been talking about, oh God, this phone. So Benny basically is planning on his thing saying, you knew about the phone. You got the phone and you got Don's phone in your hand. Tim Molen then hand you the phone. Okay, he then gave you the phone. Now all of a sudden, she don't got the phone. She then handed it up to the upper people. So I'm assuming the upper people is the PI and the police, hopefully. Hopefully, whatever's in the phone is going to show us a little bit about what it really happened to Summer, because they can go in there and get the data. So they're saying this Tim Molen guy then downloaded all the stuff off of Don's phone, and I guess he's holding it. Nobody has turned this information in. Candace don't got the phone. The police is saying she ain't cooperating. So obviously the police have been asking for the phone, Candace. The police have been asking for you to cooperate, Candace. And I'm thinking, you guys, did she leave the hill? I don't know, because she's not in the hill no more. She's in a different area. Did she leave the hill to run away from what's going on top of the hill as a guilt? Let me get in the chat and see what y'all saying. I think she lost all those teeth that Dr. Phil gave. I was wondering where all those teeth was. I was wondering where them teeth was. I remember Dr. Phil gave her some teeth. My kid's dad took the food out of my kid's mouth calling from prison all the time. And then his wife. Hey, Melissa. All that money she done gotten, people, and she ain't put no money on them books. Why didn't she put no money on Don books? Talking about Don ain't got no money to put on the books to talk to. Lord, it's not about the phone. It's about where is Summer. Thank you, Robin. I'm just wondering, y'all, why is everybody so gay home about a damn phone? Where is Summer? Like, where is Summer? Is anybody talking about the neglect on the boys? And I just heard something really traumatizing last night, when it came down to the older boy. What he was doing. I didn't know he was in a separate home, you guys, from the other children. He didn't care about no phone. It wasn't about no phone. All of a sudden it's about a phone because he's over there with she's over there with Ernie. It never was about no phone. If you look, he keeps playing the same recording, like he's threatening her or blackmailing her, Here, if you don't come up and tell where's the phone, I'm going to report you. Well, you've already pretty much showed us for the last 3 days what's you got on recording on Candace, and you telling Candace you got way more. Threatening the woman, like blackmailing the woman. I got a question, chat. What is the reward money for? I know it's if you find Summer, right? But what is the purpose? I'm going to drop the link in the chat, right? Paparazzi, hit the link. Whoever else want to hit the link. I got some questions, and I need somebody else up here to talk to. I really do. Because this, they're not focusing on no child. The phone? Screw the phone. Where's the kid? No one know, but it was hard all 3 ways in different homes. months ago. I know it has to be led to an arrest. Okay, well, if the phone is going to be led to arrest, that'd be a great idea. But I don't understand. She made a short video. She made a short video, but screwed it up because she didn't know what she was doing last night. So did she delete the video? The oldest boy having been placed with someone who has more experience with troubled youth. Yeah, he's gonna be troubled, you guys, for sure. And from allegedly, from my understanding, there was a lot going on in that home with the kids. Okay. Information leading to the conversation. Okay. You don't think Don didn't erase all that stuff by now? It's been 9 months. You don't think Don has erased all that stuff by now? Well, I guess you can't erase it out of an iPhone. It's in the memory. If my child was missing, and I suspect my husband and I had his phone, FBI would have. Why haven't, okay, and if she do not like Don, right? And she do think Don's finna turn her in, y'all. Why haven't she turned in the phone? I'm gonna give FBI every information I need when it comes down to my Mr. Child. If I feel like Don ain't no good, he been whooping on me, he did something to my baby girl, that's the first thing the cops would have got when I got the phone. I'm thinking when Don got arrested, they took his property, and he said, "Okay, I don't want my property in there, with the cops going through my stuff," which that's suspect to me. But he didn't want the cops in there, right? Going through his phone, going through his shit. So he sends the phone home to Candace. That day, Candace, you should have turned the phone right in. If you thought Don did something to your baby girl, should turn the phone right in that day. But you go and tell a complete stranger on YouTube, I don't care how he been playing you, you go and tell a complete stranger on YouTube, "Oh, I got the phone, I ain't been in the phone, I don't know what's in Donnie's phone, I ain't gonna touch Donnie's stuff, it's Donnie's stuff." But when it comes down to the man last night that you was on this panel, you never even touched the phone. You don't know nothing about a phone. This don't make no sense. And I don't know if people ain't using that common sense. She don't want it to turn it to it. Okay, hold on. Let me highlight what you said, allegedly. That sounds real good. Exactly. People ain't using their brain with this type of stuff. The narrative all of a sudden is the phone. Not where Summer can't get it because he's too involved with the Wells family. Okay. Okay. Who knows? They all could be lying. You like me, Miss Justice, they all lying. I don't believe none of these people. That's why we've had to filter what they saying. I don't know what these people are saying. All of this shit, they failed all them children. Hunter's a victim. Yeah, I'm saying it. Hunter is a victim too. From my understanding, Allie was feeding Hunter liquor her damn self. From my understanding, allegedly, it's been going around YouTube, Allie was feeding her son liquor. So Allie know what was going on with Candace and Hunter. It was a sick show on top of that hill. And ain't nobody being real and calling it out. That is very true. They all might be lying. Girl, they all lying. No, I already did and got Don's phone. Ernie didn't even know how even to get where Candace is, from what my understanding is. If that's the case, if they don't know, because it's an iPhone, right? They say it's an iPhone. Nobody could get in an iPhone. It does not matter if you turn it into the police and let them deal with it. Period. After then, they could have go ahead and deal with Don to get the password if it was that serious. If the phone is in TBI's possession, give them that, for they could deal with Don in jail with dropping the password. They got Don already in jail. But you're not too concerned about your missing child because you don't want to turn in no phone. You playing like you don't know nothing. You're lying all over the damn YouTube page. You need to just stay off the internet. Period. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it over here, y'all. Hi, Robin. Welcome, Robin.
Hey, yeah, Candace said she ain't done drugs since she was 14.
Oh, that's a lie. We can see it all over the YouTube that she, yes, man, she
What?
is. I mean, I have to. I can't. Sometimes, Robin, I have to filter what I say because they want you to filter what you say. So I have to walk on like eggshells with what I say about these people. You know, because you don't want to feel like you harassing nobody, but you just calling it out. All these lies.
Yeah, she's hanging out on Ernie's channel now, and you can't even mention Summer in Ernie's channel.
Are you serious?
Mods will strike you. Yeah, they do it to me every day, every time I go in there.
Robin, I thought Ernie was a Team Summer and didn't like the Wells.
Hmm.
Now it's about Summer. I mean
Oh,
Candace.
you should see Candace when she gets up on panel with Ernie. She's like, "Show your face." Oh
I seen
Lord.
that. I played that on a live the other day. So now she playing with this man. So basically, she thinking she finna have one of them as a man while Don's in jail. No,
Ernie
that ain't
better.
happening. Them men don't want you. You got a missing kid. You don't probably know how to even take a damn bath. I'm
Ernie
just saying.
Ernie better
Like,
not. Ernie better not go there.
well, what is this thing with you and Ernie, Robin?
I just really like Ernie.
He been playing you, huh?
No,
He nice looking.
he actually helped me with my daughter's petition.
You told me.
He sent a whole bunch of people over, and it's already. I'm so ready to print it and send it, but I don't have to have it in until August, so I'm gonna wait.
hmm I wanted to tell you this, Robin, because I seen that you was really riding with Ernie, and when you going through a lot of things personally yourself, it's really easy to get attached to something, especially like, for example, us getting attached to this case. But when it comes down to these men on the internet, and when it comes down to dating on or just being on the internet with the men, think about it. They got other women that's on them too,
Hmm.
and it's just sad how they play with women. It's sort of sad what they do, but that's how they profit. That's how they gain their views and their likes. I mean, it's like you can't sex sells. So if you come on there looking good and you selling your face and you smile to these women, these older women that's vulnerable, that's being hurt, they get they feed off of that. So I want you to be aware of that, okay? And I seen how they attacked you last night on that panel too, and you handle it very well.
Hmm.
You handle it very well. You can't let them do that. And who is using who? Beverly, I don't know who is using who. I do not know who is using who. It's a hot mess, and ain't nobody focusing on the children. What about the children? Whose panel? Dang it. Love Scorpio, what you mean whose panel? She's been all on Ernest's panel. Somebody is talking to you, Robin, in the chat because You told me your story, and I don't want nobody doing nothing like that to you. And I'm not, I have to be real over here, y'all. A con man is a con man. Let me just stop fucking sugarcoating it. Okay? And that's what I see out of these two men.
Okay, I see that comment. See, when I went to Ernie's channel, I didn't ask for anything, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All I asked for was signatures and to write the judge a letter, with no cuss words in it. Because
Mm-hmm.
the judge won't read the cuss words. She'll just throw it away. And that's all I asked for. And he's like, "You have PayPal, you have Cash App." I'm like, "No, I don't. I don't deal with that stuff." He's like, "Do you have a bank account?" I said, "Well, that's just not neither here nor there. I'm just asking for signatures on a petition of We Are
Mm-hmm.
Nicole's Voice. Just go to change.org and, help me get signatures and I'll be good." And he got all these people donating and I ain't seen none of the money. And I'm like, somebody came to me in his channel and said, "Did you ever get that money from Ernie?" I said, "I haven't even heard from Ernie."
Okay, back up. So Ernie started raising money on the behalf of your situation,
Mm-hmm.
and you never received anything?
Mm-mm.
Ernie, where's Robin's money? Okay, and how do you know who was donating to this stuff? Now we're gonna call Ernie's ass out. How
Well,
you
I
know for
don't
sure people was donating to you, Robin?
people because he had it going on for a little while, like he does with everyone that or anyone that has Cash App or PayPal. It can go right to their card, and he does it every day. He does about five, six, seven, $800 every day. He'll help somebody. But when he had me up on panel, because somebody had told him about what happened to my daughter, and he started raising money for me, and I went into his what like you call back chat, whatever, and
Hmm.
someone had left me a message, asked me if Ernie had sent me any money. I said, "No, I haven't really heard from Ernie. He's been pretty busy." And I left it at that. I mean, like I told him, I'd never asked him anyways. I never asked Ernie for money. I don't ask people to give me money.
Me neither. But if Ernie is sitting there using your pain to raise cash apps, we calling it out. I'm gonna call it out. I'm not playing. you know. And this ain't even drama. I am a blogger with a platform. And if you look at some of my videos, I call out scammers and liars. I want the truth. So if Ernie, and I know you be watching because I bumped you off my panel. If you are raising money on the behalf of Robin and her deceased child, you are committing a fraud. This woman has not received any money from you, Ernie. And that's not fair. Y'all doing all this stuff in the name of summer and everything and feeding off the vulnerability of women, hurt women. Now he scammed you. He didn't scam me. No, they ain't gonna get nothing. They ain't gonna do none of that out of me. No, somebody else tried to scam me and say they was helping victims. You'll have to go back and watch all my previous videos. Said they was helping victims and said they raised money on me and my daughter's behalf, and they was rescuing my daughter, and I had to come online and make a YouTube page like, who is these people? Why is they saying they raised money off of me and my daughter? So that's a whole nother story right now. You'll have to go back to some of my videos. So you're
Mhm.
telling me that this man, this is what I heard Ernie say on his live, right? He said that he's giving people money every day, like 500 or something every day. Is that on the behalf of you, Robin?
No, it's it's more like single parents. Like that need groceries or an electric bill paid, or they had to pay one bill, they had to rob Peter to pay Paul, so they need help with this. And he's helped like 5 people this morning, and I'm grateful, I'm grateful that they can do that. I thank God that he can do that.
Did he ever give if hey, you know what, Ernie, if you're in the bushes, hit the panel. I'm gonna let you hit the panel today. Did he ever give you anything?
No, I actually sent him my address like 3 days ago because he told me he needed my address for a cashier's check to send me what has been donated in Robin's my name. And I gave it to him. And I sent him Nicole's petition to let him know, how it's going. It's doing really good. I'm so, like I said, I'm ready to print it out and send it, but I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna write a letter to the judge with that petition. This is my second one going
I'm
out
gonna
to the
let Ernie
judge.
get on here today, and this don't have nothing to do with Summer Wells, but you guys, I have a passion when it comes down to the truth, and
Well, he also came to me and said, I need
he's
you to come
using you.
on.
Look at what the chat is saying.
He said, I need you to come on panel. Robin sets things straight. So I went to Crafting Lies and I said, why are y'all saying that I said that Ernie hasn't done anything for me? I've not ever said that. But now that I know there's donations out there with my name on them and he's not answering my messages on phone, I'm like, what's really going on? I mean, honestly, I don't really need the money. I told them that, and they
Well,
know that.
somebody asked you a question. Hold on. How do you know people are getting the money raised? Where is the verification? You can't just take someone's word. Do you know for a fact, Robin, that he's raising money on your behalf?
Yes,
It's a fact, y'all. And you know me, I like to go off of facts.
yes, cause see, like when you like say when you end your video and I go into your other like I'll go into one of your videos and I'll leave you a comment.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I do with Ernie. I'll be like, Ernie, I need you to get a hold of me.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've put my name out there, and I see people saying in the chat, well, where's Robin's money? Where's Robin's money? And this one guy, he told his mods to get rid of him because don't worry about what Robin's got going on. I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
And he knows Robin is all around YouTube. And he don't think that it's gonna get out that he's raised. And you know what? I don't go off the drama. Okay, I just go off of because I like Robin, and we're familiar a little bit when it comes down to what we went through in our past. And I've been telling y'all I don't deal with them type of men. Them type of men feed off of vulnerable people. And I'm not dragging Ernie, but I know that
No,
Robin was giving him money too at the beginning, from my understanding, wasn't you, Robin?
no, no.
You said you helped him a lot. When you said that, what do you mean by that?
No, I said he helped me a lot with the petition.
Okay, sorry then. I'm sorry. Don't want to
Yeah,
put no words in your mouth.
he got a lot of people to come over to sign the petition, and like say for instance Michigan, okay, by law you need on change.org you need 1,000 signatures. Anybody can look this up. Wherever you live, you got to look up how many signatures a state needs for a petition. This is not my first rodeo, but like
Well, it's enough people in this community that's going to ask. And that's sad. They're blocking people in this chat. And I'm sure he's watching because he's been over here before. And Ernie, if you did raise some money on behalf of Robin, you need to give, even though she says she don't need that money, You are committing a crime. That's a fraud. You need to give her her money if you raised it on her behalf. I don't care if she donates it to a whole nother charity. You're raising money on the behalf of somebody else's trauma earning, and that's not good. And I'm glad I got a voice in the platform because I didn't even know that was happening to you, Robin. It's a lot of demonic stuff going on in this crime community sector. I don't even put a cash app up. I don't do any of that. I make $5, $10 a video. It ain't about the money for me. I like to
Right.
get my word out and I like to it to be said. If people want to donate, that's a different story. There's been so many people asking me to drop my cash app. And I'm like you, I just don't. I don't want it's hard times. A lot of people's going through a lot right now. And I don't want it to seem like I'm out here for the money. So when people think people's getting a lot of money for their videos, you don't start making big money until you up there in the big numbers, like 100,000 subscribers, like that. Like
Mhm.
right now, my videos is like $6 to $10 a piece. I only come on
Mhm.
here because I like communicating with y'all and I want a platform for people. But for
Right.
people to be raising money off of people's trauma, excuse me, that's not right. I'm sorry. That's not right. You
Well,
don't ever give him your address. The chat said, please don't give him your address, Robin.
I already gave him my address
Why did you give him your address, sweetheart?
because I don't do Cash App or PayPal, and I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't asking for money at all. He insisted that, Robin, you deserve this, you need this, even though Michigan's gonna send you there and home you and, take you back and forth to court because I'm asking to stay there for a week. There's no reason to bring me on the 7th and send me back on the 10th. It's a 2-day court deal with this dude. So
Oh, God.
it's
Mm-mm.
so I'm
It's the
like,
principle. It's the principle. It's your trauma. It's what you went through. And I
I
don't
live
give a damn if it was $1 raised on your behalf. That's not cool. And see, I
well,
always said I didn't want to say nothing negative. But remember, you guys hear me say I ain't gonna say nothing bad about the men. But I already knew what kind of man they was. My daddy was a pimp. You understand? I was raised with a pimp as a father. So when I tell you I've been through some things in my life, I have, and I don't mind sharing that. But when it comes down to a scam, it's a scam. How the hell they scamming people and they supposed to be here for Summer Wells and her brother? Anybody that can use race in a situation like that, that's their own ignorance.
and about the Wells case, the reason the oldest boy is, by himself is because of his age. And that person in chat hit it on the nail. They have a special person for him.
Oh, so basically, you're saying because he's a teenager and the other boys is not? Is that what you're telling me? That's why he's in a
Right.
different. I thought he was in a different home for allegedly SA.
Oh, possibly, who knows what happened in that house. I believe Summer was too many times, not only by her dad. And I hate saying that or even thinking that way, but
Oh, it's happening all around the world. I really
yeah.
think Don did something to her too, Robin, and
I really never got into missing children until I lost my oldest son in 2015. I started following Pastor Charles Williams on Facebook. He
mhm.
does he does the Amber Alert, and my first one was Rebecca because of Rebecca.
You know
Then
what? I don't even follow the missing child because it's so hard. It's just it brings so much trauma. It's the Summer Wells. really touched me when I seen that baby girl and how the parents was performing. And I said, "Oh no, this ain't right." And I just started seeing all the different addictions and the different behaviors they had and different ways that the kids was at, how the kids
Yeah.
was abused and things like that. And that's why I said, okay, I'm gonna tackle this because this is a lot going on. But you have to filter from the drama to reality to common sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's so hard because there's so many channels covering this stuff. And the mama is just everywhere. She's on damn net. She didn't been on so many channels. It's just
Hmm.
unbelievable, and I know she's doing it for attention, and that's a part of her sickness. She got a mental disability. Yes, she do. I heard her tell Ernie soon she get. I mean, not Ernie, Benny. I keep mixing them up. I heard her tell Benny that soon she gets in rehab, she's gonna get her SSI back. So she was on Social Security disability.
Well,
She was on disability.
it's not easy to get your SSI back. My son was 14 when he started having seizures. He
Hmm.
got he got disability from the age of 14 to the day he died. Well, he was in jail for 17 months and his disability got took away from him. Then I got him out and I got him a lawyer. I got him back, tried to get him back on disability. They denied him. And I had him for 3 months after that and he drowned.
Mm.
So I've lost two children and well, Nick, I just lost Nick in 2015. I lost Nicole in 1994.
Mm. Okay, Robert, let me ask you this. Do you think that Summer made it from the swim hole?
I don't think Summer made it out of that vehicle.
I think something happened at the I think something happened and boy H is traumatized because he's holding a bunch of secrets and we don't know for sure if boy H didn't let it out to TBI because of course he's a minor, so they're not gonna let us know that. And of course,
Hmm.
TBI is not going to let the internet know what's going on. But best believe, I believe they're doing their job. It's just not taking, it's everybody wants to be now, arrest these parents now. They all over the internet. But you have to build a case. And
Right.
they're building evidence and things like that to hold and stick on her because they know she was an unfit parent. They know that. I don't know why these people is wishing and praying that she get them kids back. Come on, y'all. She ain't getting them kids back.
No.
I'm a pray and I've been calling down there too to make sure they know that them kids was abused. Yes, I have. Yes, I
Well,
have.
if you go to Josie Wells on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
you will find Josie Wells on Facebook and you will be disgusted in what you see.
Now who is Josie Wells?
Well, at the time he was only 3. So you can find him under Donnie Donny Wells, or you can find him under Pamela Wells.
Okay. Somebody in the chat said, I think that H should be in protected custody as, yes, he should be in protected custody as a witness. You never know if they are keeping him. Well, you know what? This story is so weird, you guys. Let me get in the chat and see what you guys are saying. No way, I knew it and I said it. That baby didn't make it from that water hole. I'll drop the link again. And all these different characters is coming out. Filter what y'all see with these different characters. Y'all, they doing the most out here. They really are. I put the link back up. What did you say? Candace was on disability for mental defect. Okay, so because the last slide we had, we said if Candace was on disability, the children got checks too. So she did have money coming in the home. She did have money coming in the home. She got plenty of money coming in now with cash apps and stuff.
Sorry.
They said that Ernie was dropping her cash app up. This shit is crazy. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, be a little cooler if you did. I don't believe so. That's just my opinion, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I'm not gonna judge you if you feel a different way than I feel. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But no, I don't. I don't believe it. Let me see what the chat is saying. If you have a child, you don't know. Okay, you're back. Okay, if you have a child, you don't know, want them to go to jail, but if you hurt my children, you better be running. I'm telling you, Paulina, don't you touch my kids. You going straight to jail. I don't care. I'm turning in every evidence. I don't know why Candace didn't turn in that phone right away. It's just all this stuff just seems suspicious to me.
Candace knows what happened this summer.
Of course she does.
Okay, you guys
Hold on. She
remember?
said, somebody said, if I come up, I don't have a camera to show my face. You don't need to show your face. I wish paparazzi was around.
Remember the day Summer was looking ill in the truck?
Hmm.
Candace called Don. She had to get permission to do anything with Don. So she called Don and to ask him about Summer, to take her to the hospital. And I guess
I was waiting on you.
Don got a hold of Summer, and that was the end of her.
Mm. Okay, hold on. We got a couple more people on the panel. We got paparazzi, and who else is on here?
It is me. It's Gramsci.
Hi,
Life.
Grimsy.
Hey.
Welcome to the panel. Is this your first? Yeah, this is your first time on my panel, huh?
It's the first time in your chat, your YouTube channel.
Well, welcome.
So, what really has been making me think about all this is when the boys get older, they have to watch all this. And it is, if they even see it, all this bickering back and forth between creators when they used to go for Summer, trying to help find Summer. And it's really sad.
Yeah. It's not about Summer with a lot of people. It's more or less views and likes. And
Yep.
it's sad because the focus is off of the children. Well, Summer and the boys. And it's truly sad because like good people like me don't want to touch it because of all the drama. So I try to stay focused on what is really going on with the mom, like, and the dad. I try to stay focused on the main characters and not everybody else.
Yeah, I was going into a lot of different channels and watching people talk about all these things kids missing. And it got to me so bad I had to step back because I kept having dreams my granddaughter would get kidnapped. And I have custody of my granddaughter, she's 10. And I had to step away. I only follow this case now because it gets too much and people need to see if it gets too much, they need to step away.
Well, that's why I stepped away for 2 days because a lot of my subscribers follow the mental health and generational. A lot of them is like the eating disorder and things like that. And I have to do trigger warnings because I have dreams about Summer. I'm a spiritual person,
Right.
but it don't affect the way that it affect me. It might hurt other people. It might trigger other people.
Right.
You know, like having dreams about this child and think I know one of my subscribers said, "I'm sorry, this case have touched me so bad. I'm just loving on my kids and my grandkids, and I can't follow this case anymore." I mean, it's really touching a lot of people because it's all over the internet. It's everywhere.
It is. It's just, it breaks my heart because kids are so special. I have also a 5-year-old grandson that lives with us, and they are the most precious thing in the world. I don't understand Dawn and Candace. I would be a mess if this had happened what they say happened to Summer.
She said, allegedly said a lot of people have stopped covering the Summer case because of all the drama. You know what you do? You filter out the drama. You have to filter out the drama.
Yep.
Like, okay, they over here doing this. I don't want no part of it. Like the interview with Allie and the mama and the grandmother. That was something educational that we could have took heed of and filtered out all their lies. But when it comes down to you over here with or you over here with this man, you over here with this man, or you got this many subscribers. I've never built my channel off of that. I'm never going to be the same as any other channel, and I don't care about the drama. The people that don't do drama, you notice they chat don't have that many people. The
Nope.
drama people, they'll have about 500. It's a different because people feed off the drama. Me, I feed off the facts. I want to know where these kids is, where Summer is. I want justice for them boys. And that's what I gotta follow. Not the other stuff.
Yep.
They're just making a mockery out of this case. And I feel sad for them children. I truly do, because them boys got to look back on this. They old enough to get a phone and have YouTube and just put in Summer or put in their mama. All they got to do is put in Summer and it's popping up. And they got to see all this stuff about their family out here. And nobody's
Yep.
thinking about them and what they have to
Exactly.
deal with.
I can't, I don't want to know the minds of these people that just care about, like you say, what they can make off of it. I just don't get it. These boys, I can't even imagine what they go through each and every day.
I can't imagine. I
I
cannot.
rem- I
And
remember. I'm sorry.
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let me let you talk.
I remember Donald saying he can't get another felony. And I could never understand what he meant. And then I figured it out through YouTubers that Summer's under the age of a certain age. But
Mm-hmm.
the truth is they don't care. I mean, think about it. 14 plus 14. That's how long they've been drinking and doing drugs. I mean, she's never really had her children.
Mm-mm. She never was a mother. They was raising themselves half the, they probably was making their own little noodles and oven pizzas when Dime would go get them from the store. I've seen this lifestyle. She sleep during the day, up all night. You could tell that pattern because that's what she doing on YouTube. Sleep, she come on at night. She ain't got no job, so she sleep all day and then roaming YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, paparazzi, what you got to say? You just got on here.
Hey, Shinna, hello, everybody. I've been thinking about this, about something regarding the trafficking thing. I think that Summer was trafficked. Now, I'm not going to say, now this is purely speculation, no facts. I mean, it's just my opinion. I think that she was trafficked, and because we Don got on a panel on a YouTube said we just got her back. Got her back from where? See, and I'm not going to say that was necessarily what got her gone, as they
Mm-hmm.
say, but it's possible that they could have just gotten her back and something might have gone wrong, or they, you know, um,
it was time to get rid of her because they didn't want her to go to school, and all the essay at home, and they had a lot of reasons to not want her to go to school, for example. Um,
Hmm.
but I do think there's a chance that she may have been trafficked, but familial trafficked, where she's basically pimped out for a period of time and returned and
I
basically
could
used.
believe that too.
I don't know because when my daughter had CPS called on her, and they were going because I called on her. They sent my granddaughter to his parents, the dad, to hide her from CPS. And I found this out after I took custody of my granddaughter, but they took her and kept her there for a while. So,
It would seem to me like though that she would have turned up by now if she had like been turned over to somebody to keep her for a period of time or something like that. It would just seem like by now she would have shown up or would have been found.
well, like you said though, they said they just barely got her back. So it makes me wonder. I would hate to say traffic. That would just tear me apart. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I heard the same thing, but I heard they just got her back because she was in a foster home.
Oh,
Well,
Oh,
it's
I didn't
curious
hear
on that.
that.
It's
well, see,
curious
all this
on
is
that.
hearsay. We don't know about that. But when it comes down to what paparazzi is saying with the trafficking, I could believe that, especially at the age she was and things like that. And I hate to say it, but there's so many theories out here. It has your mind wondering. But I can see the trafficking thing is happening a lot. And I want to say on what the lady has said on the panel when she said that if they just gave her up to somebody, we'd hide her for us. Like say for example, the church, somebody in the church, okay, because the church is suspect too. So they gave her to somebody in the church, and they got little Summer somewhere in the basement hiding or whatnot. Because there was, if I don't know if y'all seen this movie on Lifetime, it was called um, A Caged Bird. It was a really good Lifetime series. It was about a man that had his real daughter locked up in the basement, and he was, had children by her. I don't even want to
Oh
get really
my
graphic, but
gosh.
she had like three kids by her dad, and finally she got out of there about 21 or 22 when one of the kids had to go to the hospital, and people didn't even know that woman existed in this man's basement. So I could see that happening, like they giving her to somebody in the church, like y'all hold Summer or whatnot. But if that's the case, and it's so across the news and everybody's so concerned, you think the person would say, hey, I got Summer, she's in good hands, here y'all go, just, you think if that was the case, right?
Yeah.
I'd pray that was the case. I really do want Summer to be alive.
Well, statistics with a missing child, right?
Yes, and June's coming fast, right?
It's
Yep.
almost a year. And we could sit here and play merry-go-round with these people and play crazy with all their new narratives and everything. The phone, now it's the phone, now it's this, now it's the cameras. Why she had my cameras removed? First and foremost, I don't even know why Candace would have a complete stranger put cameras around her home for her, and he's the one watching this. He's watching the surveillance. That didn't make no sense to me. She don't even know Benny like that to have him watching their home. So now he's
Right.
upset because the cameras was disconnected. Yeah, you watching my home. I don't know you. You're a stranger. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
They're
she told Ernie that.
they're all using each other to get what they want. It's just so weird.
I think if I remember right, Cam and Allie had something to do with putting cameras up too.
You know, but this is a hot mess.
It
Is the
really is.
cameras gonna
It
show
is.
us
Yeah.
we're summer or things like that? What is the cameras for? To protect them?
I guess to see the Amazon delivering Candace's wish list.
Oh my
Hold on,
Yeah.
excuse
God.
me. Paulina, not to be rude, but we don't put names in the chat. And I noticed that the mods had told you several times not to put names in the chat. So if you don't mind, please don't put no names in the chat. Thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, you guys. Go ahead. Who's
I got something to say about the phone.
Go ahead.
I mean, if Tim Mullins got that phone and downloaded the contents of that phone to his computer, that basically contaminated that evidence, that phone. Because who's to say at that point what he didn't put some on it or delete some stuff from it? Now I do realize that sure they can get the digital evidence even if it's deleted from the phone, but the point is the handling. He handled evidence or the potential for digital evidence. That's I think the digital evidence is what's going to be what really I think solves this case because there's just enough phones, enough digital evidence out there that I think they're going to be able to piece it together exactly what really happened, or at
Well,
least the
let me
places
ask you
where
this,
stuff happened.
paparazzi. Why would the man download the information on Don's phone? Why would he do that?
Well, I think that he is in his mindset. He's thinking that well, if one or the other, Don or Candace, don't go to jail for Summer, that he's going to be able to get some kind of a movie deal or get some kind of a some kickback from some kind of like a Netflix deal or because and then if he has that data in his possession, potentially that could be we're showing real data from Don Wells' phone or something like
Okay.
that. So
Well, he wouldn't get no reward money. You have to come up
no,
with the missing child to get the money. That's what I want people to understand. They talk
right,
about they trying to get the reward money.
no,
You have to be the person to come up with the missing child to get the reward money. You just ain't getting no money for
no,
talking to the parents and kissing their ass. That's what these people's doing. They're kissing Candace, and at first it was Don, now it's Candace to get them on their channels, and that ain't helping find Summer.
no. And see, this is why I think Tim Mullins volunteered his quote services for free. At no charge to them. I'm going to help you. I'm going to be your liaison between you and the media, which of course he has not. He's totally failed us on that, every time because I mean, if that were true, if he was truly their agent, as it were, for the media, then Candace would not be going up on all these YouTube channels and just talking about everything except for Summer.
Yeah,
You
Exactly.
know,
Oh yeah, you can't even mention Summer's name.
no,
that's what I heard.
Oh, you mentioned Summer all you want to over here. Summer, justice for Summer, her brothers. That just don't make no sense.
It doesn't.
absolutely, yeah.
And why would a mother of a missing child not be able to mention her missing child? That don't make no
Well,
sense.
Well, she doesn't even volunteer to mention them. Mention Summers, but she usually what she typically do. If you'll notice it, when she does mention Summer, she isolates her from the sentence. She'll say, "Well, the boys are everything to her, this that, and Summer," or she'll separate Summer from the narrative. So
Hmm.
like I'll do anything for my boys and my kids, or she'll say something just off the rails. But she always mentions Summer as if she's totally separate from her family. I mean,
She
isn't
probably
Summer a member of
always
the family?
separated Summer. It just
Probably so.
sounds like it the way she always the boys and Summer, the boys and
And
Summer.
Summer.
When you
Hmm.
have kids, you say my
My
kids.
children. Yep.
Cause I have
Yep.
two boys and a girl. I say my kids. I don't be
Yep.
like my daughter and my boys. That don't it
No.
just don't make no sense. Summer was
No.
always separated. Candace didn't like Summer too much. I'm sorry, you guys. That woman was jealous of that beautiful little baby.
I
Oh
agree.
yes, yes,
Yep.
definitely.
She was
Summer was
jealous of that baby.
Summer's just so beautiful. Look
She
just
is.
like her daddy.
Yeah, just like it's talking about, oh, she looked just like Donnie. So she probably couldn't stand that part. about her, unfortunately. Oh, you look just like that piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? So she shaved the baby bald, all kind of stuff. And then I heard on I heard Benny playing where he told her, "Don't do another video with the kids in the fire." People got very upset. She gonna say she don't care what nobody say about the
Wow.
kids in the fire. Um, that was very disturbing.
I saw that. The fire thing. I don't watch Candace on anything because I think I would lose it. Um, but when I saw that little clip, that just, oh, wow.
It was very demonic.
Mhm.
Like, who puts kids in fire? It don't make any sense to me. I'm the type of person, I want facts and I want the stuff to be true. All this crazy circus stuff have people's minds going crazy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, my granddaughter, before I got her, she was left. I live in Utah, and she was left with strangers in Montana, and a restaurant owners just left there, and I didn't know where she was. I had to find her. I walked out of my job. I didn't care. I dropped everything. I did some phone calls. I found out her dad was in jail. He left her there so he could go do whatever. And then when I went to get her, because I found out where she was, if their daughter was truly missing, they'd be begging, going on here, going on TV. And my
Yeah,
granddaughter was only 4, and she
Hmm.
was left with
rallying.
strangers.
That's what
That,
I said, rallying. If I got a chance to be on all these different panels, I still would be having summer shirts, hats. Come on, y'all. Let me get the awareness out about my baby. I'm on a platform. Let me talk about summer.
mm-hmm.
And you're not getting that out of her. You're not getting that out of this case.
That's what I did. I went back and forth to Michigan and rallied because I'm familiar with Michigan and people there. So I had police escort and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't playing. I rallied 150 people. We all rallied.
Hey, Holly.
You
You ain't
know,
the only one rallying. There's still people rallying. My cousin wants to hit the panel. She lost her daughter 12 years ago. And she's like Robin. She's so emotional. It's like, like I told her, when you're ready, you can come and share your testimony just to see that there is other people that have lost their children and they're still grieving. Like there's a lot of Bible thumpers come in my comments talking about, well, how long is she supposed to grieve? Well, I think even after you find the kid, I mean, I'm not a therapist, you guys, but people grieve for a very I lost my mom from breast cancer and I'm still grieving. I lost my dog and I'm still grieving over my dog.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if there's a time frame, but I don't think after 9 months you
And
would
you
really be
know,
like, okay, I'm just done with summer. It's all about me and
but
my boys now. Just forget summer.
and you know,
No, that ain't normal.
no, that's not normal. And people say, people grieve different. I'm sorry, Candace Bly, but you ain't grieving at all.
No, she
She's
she
not.
not.
hasn't she hasn't cried one time over summer.
She
Gail
hasn't.
said somebody shot my dog. Wait, she said shoot my dog went missing and had to get an extension from college on my paper to go look for my dog. I'm telling y'all, people do grieve in different ways. Yes, people grieve in different ways. And if and maybe her grieving process is drinking and drugging, but she had already been drinking and drugging. But with people grieving in different ways, I have looked into different people grieving with different cases, and they still call out for that child that's
Yeah,
missing or that's dead. If they're looking for the killer of the child, they're still crying out for justice. They're not just calling it a quit.
It's the drugs, it's the alcohol. I saw it through my daughter.
I just want justice to be over with, and I'm never gonna be over what he did to my daughter, but I just want justice to be over. I want to November to hurry up and get here so I can get this done. Gotta let me live to see that day. Let me be able to get up on that stand. And if I can't talk to this man, I will tell the judge to ask him, why did he do this to my child?
Now hold on, and you know what? Whatever I heard Benny say, he told Candace to go buy the kids some Christmas stuff. They was supposed to go see the boys around Christmas time, and Don was out on a crack spree getting high, and nobody even went and go to see the boys. I bet you they haven't even seen the boys. I don't know, but I did hear Benny say that. I don't know, these people lie so much, but why would he lie about saying he gave her money to give to the kids for Christmas? And she didn't even do that for the boys. But they want us to feel sympathy for this woman. Hell no, we feel sympathy for them kids, man.
Yep.
Especially for the boys. They the one still gotta deal with this trauma growing up.
And they will. They'll live with it forever.
Yeah, they will. They will have to live with this for the rest of their life. And then we just pray to God that they don't pick up them habits. Or if they haven't already picked up some of them habits. Because the Bible say train up a child in the way it should go. And when it gets old, he will not depart from it. You know, and these children, like I said before, they coming into teenage years now.
Right. And it does damage to them. Again, when I got my granddaughter, she had really bad teeth at age 4 because they gave her soda, Twinkies, chips, because they were too busy doing their other stuff. When we first got her, she was an angry little girl. There was one time I got up in the night and she was climbing up on a cupboard finding, something, because that's the way they allowed her, instead of us asking her if she wanted something to eat. She didn't eat normal food. It was just so sad. Now she loves food. She's so much healthier, but it's taken a long time, and that's what whoever takes these boys in, it's not easy.
No, it's not, because then you got to retrain or try to retrain, just try to get them right. Like you said, get their little diets back right, getting them to eating vegetables and fruits and juices instead of them soda, and taking them to the dentist, taking them to the doctor. Imagine all that being brand new to them boys. Like, that's just traumatizing to think about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they don't even want to go back home.
No, they won't, because my ex-son-in-law just got out of prison, and my daughter started having nightmares again, and it was just so heartbreaking.
Well,
I gotta say, my son is an excellent father.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
My grandkids are, the 2 are 8 and 13, and they're doing bodyboarding, and they only got one more lesson. They're done.
That's awesome.
I think they've done like everything that a child could possibly do.
They have to literally reprogram them boys. We got to pray that they don't go shooting up schools and stuff from the trauma that they had on the hill. Them type of kids is the ones that go shooting up schools and, because of their childhood trauma.
Yeah, if they go to a patient good family, if I had the room, I would try and get them.
But imagine at the age they are now, right?
Yeah.
The people that has to help them now, they really have to be a good home with sincere hearts to accepting these boys and really trying to work on these boys. Like, you don't get that too often in the adopting home. Now, some homes you may get it where they're gonna really be sincere about taking care of the children, but these kids is already teenage age.
How
Thank
old
you,
are
Miss
they?
Justice.
I'm not for sure. Do you know paparazzi?
I can't remember the exact ages of the boys.
Wow.
Um,
They
one is
look
a
like they hitting
preteen.
teenage age though. I know for sure one's a teenager. I don't
One's a
know, chats, do y'all know their ages or could we even say their ages in here?
one's a preteen.
It looked like okay, she said one is 15. Okay, that's a
Wow.
teenager. That's the oldest. 12 and 7.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Wow.
Well,
Oh, yeah, two's already teenage.
15, really? That's probably why he's
Interesting. That fit. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. We got two different ages now. Hold on. We got 15, 12, and 7. We got 13, 11, and 9.
Still
We got two
Yeah,
close.
different ages
13,
now.
11, and 9, I think is,
yeah, that
yeah.
one sounds better. 13, 11, and 9.
And then we got 7, 9, and 11. Okay, now because the 13 sounds a little more familiar. I don't think that boy was 15, y'all. Somebody said 13, 11, and 9. Okay. Yeah, that sounds because H was 15. Yeah, we know H is 15, but we thinking about Summers' brothers. How old was Summers' brothers? Or how old are they? Not was. 13, 11, and 9. Somebody said, yes, the oldest was 15. Well, we know they got older children. We talking
The
about the
older
children that's right now in
the
custody.
older ones are adults.
Right.
Hi, John. Welcome to the chat. Let me drop the link in case John wants to come on and put his insight in.
He said he's driving.
Oh, he's driving?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, John, maybe one day.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Now, I did hear, and I don't know why this is such a damn
Yes, one day.
secret, but I've done heard this so many times that H is in a juvenile facility. And I don't know why. I mean, kids get in trouble, okay? H did what he did. He got in trouble, and I heard he's in a juvenile facility. And I don't know why his father wants to lie about it.
Do you think he might be in a place for like protective services? Because I heard social service came. If you listen to the interview with the three, the mama, the grandmother, and the mama, and Allie, her mama, and her grandmother, they were saying that I'm not for sure. Don't quote me, but I do think Hunter is in like child services too. I
Well,
do
I
think.
mean, he might be, but I mean, he might be under them. But I do believe just because see how Andrew talks is like he talks to Hunter, but it's only 15 minutes on the phone, and I'm thinking to myself, you just gave it away.
Oh, they said protected custody. Well, because from my understanding, boy H got some news about the case and they
Yeah,
put him in protected custody. That's from my understanding. Please don't quote me on that, okay?
I believe he does too, because they said that he hasn't been right since that day.
He's traumatized. Can you imagine? I mean, if the baby was deceased in the back seat and he's seen that shit, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a victim too.
Yes.
He's a victim and a witness. Thomas, we got all kind of different ages coming with the children. From my understanding, I think the oldest is about 13, 12, and then they go down. Cause the littler boy ain't that much older than Summer, cause he didn't look that much older than Summer.
Showing where H is now. Where
Well,
is H?
where they said H is Robin? Where is he?
It's the bottom comment says there was
Yeah.
another creator showing where H is now.
Where'd they say H was, Robin? Because I believe they say he's in juvenile. He violated probation. Okay. Did he?
Yeah, he violated his probation. You know what he did, right?
With Candace drinking?
No.
What'd he do?
To get in trouble, he carjacked a vehicle with a woman in it and a child, and he
Oh no.
think this was when he was 12, though.
What?
Who said that, Robin?
You know how YouTube is.
Girl, you gotta filter to some of that stuff. You gotta filter with some of that crap. But they did say he caught a case that
Yep.
he did catch a case. And what is the chat saying? He caught a case. Um
Fight at school. He's been really bad since summer.
well, you know what? He's traumatized. He's probably acting out. He probably don't know how to do it. He carjacked a car with a kid. Yeah, Robin, you're right. He did. But you could tell boy H been doing a whole lot of stuff. He's been through a lot in his home too, if you think about it. Look at them parents. I'm just saying, I ain't bashing them parents. I'm calling it what it is. Look at them parents. And I wouldn't be surprised if Allie wouldn't start a YouTube channel here in a minute.
I'm shocked she hasn't.
She will in a minute. They all get a YouTube channel. I don't know for what.
Candace is a lot smarter than me, obviously, because I can't even manage to make a damn StreamYard.
Candace got a YouTube, Don got everybody, all the different characters is getting YouTube channels. Like, I don't get it.
And you know what's funny? You know, it's funny that they claim they didn't know how to do all this stuff, yet they had YouTube channels even before Summer got gone.
They showed what they had TikTok and all that. I don't even got a TikTok.
Yeah, me either. I don't even know nothing about TikTok.
I disabled my my Facebook page when I started my YouTube channel because these people was going into my Facebook page. I'm like, oh no, y'all can't get to my family. Not my family. You know? And what she say works fine. Yeah, the internet works real good right now. Wait a minute. Remember the internet? She couldn't make no phone calls. Right. Now she all on the internet.
It works great when you want to call the sheriff's department for a DV.
Yeah, you know, you can't call. It wasn't working for you to call the police for your missing girl, but it works. You got TikTok.
Sorry.
No, you good, but you got TikTok. You got Facebook. I'm sure she probably got an Instagram. I don't got none of that stuff. And I got a YouTube page and people keep telling me you need to get it. No, I barely deal with the people on the YouTube page, you know? Serious.
See, this is why I think the digital evidence is going to be, as Don says, their downfall.
Yeah.
Because look at all the social media stuff that they participated in, and you know, and Candace all over, you know, TikTok and whatever, Facebook and whatever other platforms you can get on.
Well, you know what, paparazzi? They were saying that the case probably be tainted with all this stuff coming out, and they might walk.
I think they found something on their last search, and it was on Jody Sue's ex-husband's property. Them 3 days that they were searching. Yeah, Daisy covered it. I really think they found something.
Candace said she was feeding the dogs, y'all. Shit, the dogs wasn't never getting fed, from my understanding. How they ate the kitty, allegedly. They wasn't even getting fed, so I don't think nobody's concerned about the dogs getting fed right now.
Wow.
Why Candace is living her best life. She ain't thinking about no damn dogs.
That's sad. I'd rather have a pet than some felon hanging around in my house.
She said you are so right. Yeah, shit, them dogs wasn't eating at the beginning. All of a sudden they eating now? Shit. John Q said, knowing all of what we know now about this case today, I would be surprised if a DA from both Tennessee and Utah hands down indictments on both of them. You know what? That yes, it should be coming. It should be coming, John Q.
What I think is going to happen is
Hawkins County is down 10 officers.
Well, this is what I've been hearing, that everybody's connected. That's why they ain't moving like they should, because they all connected down there in Hawkins County. The sheriff and the DA and so they are going to need the state of Tennessee to step in on this. They truly are.
I agree, John Q. I agree 100%. I hope they get Donald for what he did to his sister and her on those other 6 girls. I'm just waiting for that to happen.
Well, I think the marshal's going to be there when he gets out of Hawkins County. He probably won't be back out in public. I think they'll probably pick him up.
Yeah, he's going to get picked up while he's there. That's why he's there. They trying to get all the evidence. He's not coming home, especially if it was a SA with the kids. Them boys is talking. Them boys is old enough to talk. They've been gone for 9 months. You don't think they didn't set them individually down and talk to them? They can't tell us what the boys then said because they're minors. This is an open investigation. But it's going to all come out what's happened on the hill. They said, I just wonder if they're going to give up where Summer is. I don't know. We might not never know that.
No, they're sticking to the script.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the script is everywhere. So they ain't sticking really good to the script.
Well, I don't think they could put Dawn and Candace both in a car crusher and get the truth out of them.
We wish they will do that, right?
Right.
All abusive mamas gets crushed. It really is true, because there's some parents can't even have children out here, and these damn parents, it just really rubs you the wrong way. Somebody said, I hope Don has matching jumpsuits and silver braid. Yeah, I hope they do. And we're going to be waiting till they get locked. And then people keep saying, well, you guys, she's not guilty yet. Yes, she is guilty. First of all, she's guilty of neglect and abuse.
Yeah, but in Tennessee, you can do that and get away with it.
That is crazy because...
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because why were they allowed to do that? But then again, did they really have proof? I don't know.
Well, in Colorado State, abuse is abuse, and you going to jail for abuse on a woman, on a man. They arrest women too, and especially the children. They're not playing in Colorado about the children.
Well, they say in Utah that there is no statute of limitations too, so they can bring charges against Don on everything he did to his stepsisters, or to all those other women, and the 5-year-old that he says that initiated with him. You kidding? Makes me sick.
I'm sorry you feel that way about me. I'll leave the panel.
Who, Robin? What are you talking about?
Don't leave.
Some lady said, Robin, you keep interrupting people on all these channels about your case. It's always been about others, and this is about Summer, not.
Hold on, that's first and foremost. If you're a part of Ernie's channel, and Ernie raised some money on Robin's behalf, we're going to look into that. If you're from Ernie's channel and you're coming over here to disturb my channel, You're not going to disrespect anybody on the panel, period. I didn't see Robin on different panels, and she's welcome over here. And she's talking about earning, raising money. And I'm finna bring awareness to it. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I want to know if he's out here scamming hurt women. Shit, get out of here. Fucking made me mad about taking Robin's money. This is my channel, and Robin is more than welcome on this panel whenever she wants to. I wouldn't have knew about Ernie taking no damn money from Robin neither. So don't come over here to this channel with that. My mods is ready to get rid of y'all as soon as I say something. Go ahead, whoever else was talking. You ain't going nowhere, Robin. Don't do that, Robin. Stop letting them do that to you. That's how they got me off the panel the other day, by calling me all kind of niggas and black this and black that. But I came back. Don't let them do that to you. You know your story, and you can share it as much as you want to on my page. Period. So anyway, that was a distraction, and they just got blocked. Bye-bye.
It's important you always keep your story alive. You went through it. It deserves to be out there, and it will help other people in the long run.
You know, I did try to talk to Candace when this first happened, and she shut me up. So I tried. And when I first opened up a summer group on Facebook, I always told everyone, don't bash the parents. If I see it, you're out of my channel. And it's just simple. All I got to do is go to your name and delete you. Do not bash the parents because you do not know.
Right.
And as the case went on and on and on and on, and now 9 months, Candace and Don and Grandis and whoever was up on them hills have eyes.
Hold on real quick. Let me tell y'all this. I hope you report them, Shinna. Let me tell whoever thinks that about Robin. First and foremost, that's what grieving parents do. They make sure people know their story about their child. Do you see Candace doing that?
Candace ain't doing it.
I can't blame Robin. If I was Robin, I would be on every damn channel I could too, spreading awareness about my child. Yep. That's what Candace should be doing. Robin is doing exactly what Candace should be doing. So don't come over here with that. Ain't nobody bullying nobody on my channel. No. And your show ain't gonna call me a bunch of niggas on my channel. Go ahead, y'all.
I do need to drop. I get up at 5 a.m. to watch my grandkids.
Who said that? Which one said that? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
No, who said they need to drop?
Oh, I did.
Okay, well, you know what? Thank you so much for hitting the panel. And you are always welcome on this panel. I love when y'all come on here and talk with me. It's more better. It's fun, you know, when we have different panels. And normally we have fun over here. We really do. It's just that this subject has been so triggering to a lot of people. It's hurtful.
It has. And, you know, love your kids. Be kind. They grow up. They need love.
Thank you, Holly.
Thank you, Holly. And you are more than welcome over here. And you are in my prayers. And I would suggest take a couple of days off like I do when it's getting too much, because it's a lot, especially when you have your own children and you can imagine things like that happening to them, or grandchildren like me. You know, what would I do if something happened to my grandchild? I would go crazy too about my grandbaby. I would not stop. So I don't know what I don't understand these people. And I'm going to report it on my page, and nobody will ever get bullied over here.
Good for you. Good for you. I have so much respect.
I've been talking about my daughter for, I mean, I'm not on YouTube, actually, but my daughter is always going to be in my life. Okay?
Period.
Her name is always going to come out of my mouth because I am her mother and I am her voice. I am Summer's voice, and I wished I was in Tennessee. When I seen that happening, I would have snatched her up my damn self.
Well, thank you, Robin, for telling your story. I truly thank you. And we wish that we could hear this out of Candace's mouth. We wish that she could scream and holler for her daughter. We really do. We
I
really
wish
do.
you would too. I really do.
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
even care.
sorry, she didn't even shed a tear over, it, let alone get on a YouTube channel to talk about Summer, her missing child.
Not at all. Still ain't doing it. And I don't care what anybody say in my comment section. She has a gag order against the boys, not Summer.
Right?
She, even if the lawyer is on the case with the boys, which I pray she never gets them back. I do. I'm not on the fence of her getting her life together, getting them children back. Them children is
No.
traumatized. Them children is traumatized for the rest of their damn life.
If she was
No.
going to get her life in order, she would have done it already because she wouldn't have lost both batches of children.
Exactly. She lost too many children for somebody else to be. But I don't know. Tennessee might give her the children back. Somebody's saying their laws is pretty lenient in Tennessee. I know if she was in Colorado, she would never see a kid again. Somebody said Tennessee probably give her their kids back. That's wrong. Well, I'm going to keep calling. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep calling, making sure they know that them kids was neglected.
If we had the address, because the farm lady, she turned all those pictures into TBI.
You're welcome, Miss Justice. She did what?
She turned all those pictures of Josie into TBI.
If the state gives those boys back, it's abuse. Well, they're saying in Tennessee it doesn't matter. Like in Tennessee, you don't get arrested for abusing your kids. They have to pay child support and make visitations and go to rehab. Candace has not done any of that. She don't want no kids back. Eventually, Miss Shinna, I'll be sure to contact with you on your next live. Yes, please do, John Q, because I'm going to end this here pretty soon. I don't like staying on there that long because I don't like watching long lives. But thank you guys for coming. Thank everybody for coming. Without me, there's no you. John, I pray you make it home safely. Miss Justice, good night. Thank you for coming. Who else said goodbye real quick? Someone else said goodbye. If you're leaving the chat, everyone, God bless you and be safe. But back to the panel. I'm gonna make as much noise as possible to make sure she don't get those boys back.
Well, she claims she told someone that she's doing classes, but why now? You should have been doing.
I guess she's doing a 14-day at-home rehabilitation with Rock and Rye.
Yeah, something like that.
Not with liquor in your mouth every day.
Absolutely.
Not with liquor in your mouth every day. And on YouTube. I think if you were in some kind of rehab place, they would get you from the internet and tell you this ain't healthy for you, which it's not. It's not healthy. You're criminating yourself. You're making a mockery out of your daughter's case and your boy's case. You think the lawyer would tell Candace that? She said on the guy's channel last night that the boy's attorney told her to stay off YouTube, but she's still on YouTube. So that's showing us there's no concern about the children. That's showing us that she's not trying to get better, to get her children back.
And the alcohol and drugs, I'm sorry, that's not what she turned to. That's what she's always done.
Well, maybe she didn't turned up the notch a little bit. With all this going on and being free without dying the kids. Maybe she turned up the notch a little bit. I don't know. It don't seem like she turned the notch down. It don't seem like she's trying to stop drinking. Lying to people saying she's not drinking. Don't even come on YouTube because you're under people are watching you so hard. Why would you even hurt yourself coming on YouTube? without a concern in the world about your children. She more concerned about the men and what they talking about than her children. Maybe Candace will go skydiving soon and accidentally. Well, allegedly, from my understanding, it's no more her and BK. He said he done with her.
Yep.
He said he done. These people's crazy. He said he done with her. Well, you know why he's done with her, because he can't control the narrative with her at Benny's. This is a hot mess. This whole thing is a hot mess, and it's not about the children anymore. It's not about the children. I don't think it was ever about the children. The only people that I've been seeing that's standing up for these children is some real concerned YouTubers. That's it. I don't see the parents standing up. I don't see the friends standing up. Like, some of them other people need to get some charges. Like, if y'all seen this stuff, why didn't y'all report it? This is what I'm gonna tell. This is what I'm gonna tell the chat. If y'all see child abuse, child neglect, report it. Do an anonymous call and report the people. Help the children that's suffering, because the kids can't go and report it. You seen that movie? Not that movie. It was the case. It was called the House of Horrors. They had like 9, 10 kids. And they ranged from like baby to like 27. They had all them kids living in that house, locking them to beds. It was like 6 or 7 in one room, 6 or 7 in another room. I mean, and the kids ranged from like, it was like a 2-year-old to like maybe 27. And they were all under their parents' control, and nobody knew about it until one of the girls finally got free and went and seen. Yes, it's called the House of Horrors. I'm gonna have to show that on our next live. This is what Candace and them remind me of, the House of Horrors. You'll have to look it up on YouTube, and then I'm gonna bring it up on our next live.
You know, Jose lives in Rome, Georgia. He's not far from Tennessee.
From my understanding, Jose is in North Carolina, ain't he?
No,
I thought Rock Hill, South Carolina.
He's in Rome, Georgia.
Okay.
The night gal. Well, you know what? It really don't even matter. Where's the dot? Where's Summer? Where's Summer? That's all I'm screaming. Where's Summer and justice for the brothers?
You know what I think it comes down to, Shinna? Yeah. I think that the most of these fools that stood around while all this stuff was going on, each one of them has something on the other one, because they all are so complicit to doing illegal stuff to where they don't want to get each other in trouble.
For example, Ali letting Boy H drink, and the daddy, it's just everybody had something to do with it. Like they all.
Right. Go ahead. It's like they're all are equally complicit in doing something illegal. It may not all be exactly the same crime, but each one of them don't want to go to jail for whatever their individual part is this whole thing.
They all need to be in jail.
They all need to be in jail. Absolutely.
That they did. Somebody in the chat is called the. I highlighted the name of the House on Horrors. Them children. They had about 10 kids living with them from like the age of baby, and they just kept having a baby every year and not take care of the kids. Like, and nobody would have ever knew about them kids if the one girl didn't sneak out of the house and go and report it. So the oldest had to have been like 27 still, and locked to the it was horrible. This is exactly what it reminds me of. That the oldest was locked to the bed, and they said little Summer had like bruises around her arms where it looked like she could have been locked up too somewhere.
Well, Don said, hope that she's not in a dungeon locked away and somebody's abusing her. Like, What
Yeah.
father says something about his missing child, worrying about her being in a dungeon? The only dungeon that child been in is his own, is Don's dungeon
Yeah,
under the house,
Don was pretty evil. Now they playing with God. And everybody
right?
holier than thou. Come on, y'all. Read through the bullshit. For real. Ain't nobody holier than thou. These people didn't even deal with God like that. I bet you they didn't even bring up no God before all this stuff.
No, Jose said that they never went to church before, and I think even they were just after what the church could give them. You know,
Yeah, all the
they
handouts.
mm-hmm.
Handout and food and everything because they wasn't buying food. You see how the house looked. The kids wasn't eating. The boys was skinny. If that boy is 13-year-old, he looked at underweight too. You know, stay
Yep.
awake. Stay awake, y'all. Pay attention. Pay attention to what they feeding us out here. For real. And I'm gonna stay making sure I scream justice for them children. Period. This ain't cool. What they say, yes, they used the church. Yeah, they used the church. Do anybody know what happened to Robin in the church?
Robin's mother passed away,
Okay.
and her funeral is April 4th, if I remember right, because I go on Awake live when they do the live, and they do the prayers they basically do prayers now for everyone and anyone. It was mostly about Summer, but now it's everyone can get a prayer.
Oh, I've been looking into that church. I actually already had been looking into the church when it first started with this case. And the church is pretty fishy too, you guys. I don't know what's going on. I got a bad feeling about the church. I just don't know.
Robin, she did a birthday celebration for Summer. Her and the people that do they're called Awaken.
Mm-hmm.
They all went over to Kingsport and did a birthday party for Summer. They had the family pictures. They had Summer's teddy bear, and Daisy said when she touched that teddy bear, she felt death.
Oh God, I believe it.
What I find curious though about the teddy bear, we never see of all those pictures of Summer. Did we ever see her with a teddy bear or any kind of toy? Any toys
We
for that
seen her
matter.
with a dog or a cat. We seen her with an
Yeah,
animal.
yeah.
You know what? Now that you say that, I don't see it. I have not seen a picture with her with a doll or a teddy bear. And at that age, she should have like dolls.
Right,
Well,
and even creative toys.
next time you go on the farm, Sheena, you'll have to um remind Daisy to show you. She went to prayer vigil, and they gave her a whole bunch of flyers to pass out and take places, and
Did she have dolls and teddy bears
she
with
had
Summer?
they had a teddy bear there that was actually Summer's, and she could tell because it was kind of dirty. So
Mm, I don't
Yes,
know.
allegedly. Come hit the panel. Allegedly, want to hit the panel real quick. Oh, so what? Well, we know Candace says she got rid of all the toys in Summer's clothes. Why would she do that if the baby's coming back? None of this shit is adding up.
Yeah, but then to have a teddy bear left behind that she decided to hold on to. I mean, I have a hard time
well,
believing
I
that,
don't
but
know, but
there's that
Candace and Don didn't show up.
surprise, surprise,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was really not happy.
right?
Well, Melissa says she had seen a picture with her with dolls. Okay. Thank you, Melissa, because I haven't. Hey, allegedly. Welcome to the
Hey.
panel.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, welcome
Okay.
finally.
I know, I know. My husband, he's been working so many long hours this week, but the other night it was thundering and lightning really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't come up because there wasn't a strong signal.
Well, I'm glad to have you finally.
I know it. So there's two things. The one thing with Summer is, if you'll let me say the creator's name, but I can tell you what picture it is. She, her and her husband did a live, and they showed a picture of Summer when she was 3. She was in a home where Dawn was working on the drywall,
Mm-hmm.
and if you look at her arm and one of her legs, you can see ligature marks. They were tying that baby down to keep her from running around the house, sticking her hands in paint and drywall mud.
Mm.
But you can see it. She's wearing a white dress or a white shirt, and there's a wall in the background, but it doesn't have any trim on it. You can tell that it's a home being constructed.
Mm. Okay, where
And
did you see that picture at?
it's been shown a lot. I'll have to find it and email it to you.
Yeah, did you get my phone number in the comment section?
I haven't looked yet. I haven't looked.
Okay, because I
I'll go
left
back
it,
and look because I didn't get notification.
and then because I'm gonna delete it. Like certain
Okay.
people get my email and that's
Yeah.
it. Because
Okay.
if
As soon as I check it, I'll let you know I got it so you can delete it.
okay.
But that church, let me tell you, is a cult. They've been saying it, but there's another creator that does a bunch of I don't want to say crazy, but she's been able to pull up a lot of just unknown stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, you know that guy from Waco, that David Koresh?
Mm-hmm.
The followers, I think there was like only 13. The followers that made it out of that, whatever you want to call it, that they blew up, that whole mansion thing they built, those followers are the ones in that church of Summers that Dawn goes to. I flipped out when I found that out, but it's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was a whole cult thing with David Koresh.
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying it's the same thing. They're trying to pull the same thing there.
I believe it. I believe
I
it.
believe it. Yep.
You never know because it's just they're saying that you're never gonna find her. Like, and the church is just so
Mm-hmm.
calm with it and how they was taken up for them. And I really, some people don't believe in cults when it comes down to them churches and stuff, but they believe in sacrificing children and stuff like that. There's a fine line when it comes to being spiritual and demonic and things like that.
Yes.
They
Yes.
believe in taking kids and getting their organs and things like that. Yes, they do.
And
And
they
I
They've
don't.
even
been
had, sorry.
Go
they've
ahead.
been talking about they think Tim Mullins' best friend got Summer's liver. Somebody tried to say Benny was harvested Benny Summer's organs. You have an hour. I've been a nurse for 22 years. You have an hour from the time that person you take it out, and you have to keep them on what do you call it, life support while you take the organ out, and then you have an hour to transplant it. From the time that it's removed till the time it's in the next person, you have an hour. So I don't believe her organs were harvested. And Tina, she's crazy. She was sitting there talking as if she was talking to Benny, but she wasn't. Because she kept saying, Benny, Uncle Benny, isn't that what they call you? Uncle Benny. Where's her heart, Benny? But it's all, it's all not true. I don't think it's true. It's possible, but I don't think that's what's going on. But who knows?
I don't know. The world we live. I don't believe it's true. I don't believe it neither. I don't. We just
I
talking
don't.
about what people say. You don't believe it, paparazzi?
No, I
No,
don't.
I don't. There's
it's
3
too
or 4
far fetched.
doctors that go to that church, but I just don't see them pulling that off. I mean, that's a bit much to swallow. It really
Well,
is.
another thing interesting about the SDA, this particular church, they even
Thank you,
go so
Robin,
far
for the
as to
super chat.
practice child abduction drills or some such.
Yes.
What's that
Thank
all
you.
about?
Thank you, Robin. Are you leaving the panel? If you do, have a blessed night, and you're always welcome over here. Nobody's gonna bully you all. But what was that about where they was searching for children? Like if each year they had like a kid go missing, and everybody would go looking for the kid. What kind of
Oh
crazy
my
stuff was
God.
that?
Mm-mm-mm.
And supposedly they even had documentation or like a procedure that they go through of who to call and what to do. I say call everybody in the church, stay in the church, and let's call 911. Let's get the law out here to find the child
Yeah,
rather
right.
than trying
Exactly.
to go through some kind of procedure.
Wait, they said every year they would go and do like a play pretend somebody went missing, and the whole church would go look. I'm like, what kind of shit am I watching?
I'm like, let's just go lock the doors and get everybody in here, and we're gonna find that child. It's got to be amongst these people somewhere.
That's what you do. Hold on, y'all. Let's just sit here and call the cops. And we'll go with the cops. You know how they do the search team where it's the cops and the parents and the family?
Seriously.
Why
Yeah.
haven't we seen that here? They
Yeah.
said Candace didn't even want to go outside to search with the people.
That is funny.
Well,
It's-
I think part of the reason for that is because she knows where Summer is.
Mhm.
Yep.
You
And
don't
why
go look for
even
something, you
search?
know where it is.
And why even do all that unnecessary searching? And she know where her baby girl is.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah, I
have
think if
everybody go ahead.
If you take, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. If you take the drama and, you can tell if you listen back, you can tell the truth from the drama. If you take the drama out of Don Wells' words, you'll get the truth.
Mhm.
He said, "Oh, she was sold." That's nothing but a distraction method, just to distract you. I honestly believe that she died on the 14th because of how his co-worker said he acted, and both of them know it. And Don was there because in 2 or 3 different instances, he says, we were there. We didn't pay. He told Brian, we didn't supervise her enough.
Mhm.
So he gave that away. But I think she either fell down the stairs or there was a motorbike accident. But I really believe that she passed on the 14th, and they panicked because CPS was coming that week. So.
Someone said, sometimes speaks louder. Someone asked, where did you get the information about the drills that they did in the church? I think I heard.
Yeah.
I
Somebody
think
showed it off their
Robin.
website, I believe.
Yeah.
It was on the channel that allegedly was talking about earlier too.
But you
again,
could
Oh,
look
was it?
up the
Okay.
church.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they pulled it all up.
They
Mhm.
covered it. Yep. I mean, I
Yep.
know
You
what
could
channel
look-
you're talking about.
You could
Yeah.
look up the church. I don't know the name of it, but you could look
I
the
don't
church
normally
up.
watch them. I don't normally watch them because they were one of the first ones to get Dawn on the phone and stand up for him. Well, the minute that he admitted to the essay, I would have stopped it right then and there. The minute you kept on with him, that was enabling that bad behavior.
Mhm.
That was telling him that was not okay. And that's
Mhm.
just not right.
Just letting them on the panel cussing and fussing and doing all that was not okay. And then you
Nope.
want to say he was slapping on Candace on the live and that wasn't okay.
Oh,
But
my
you let it
gosh.
go on your channel. I'm not finna be
Yeah.
letting all that go on my channel. Like,
People kept doing because they kept thinking, oh, we'll let them get drunk enough and we'll get them to spill their beans. Well, there was one creator that got him real close, but he ain't that stupid, and even when he's drunk, you ain't never going to get the truth out of them.
Yep. Car crusher.
I don't know. Sometimes the truth, the drunks tell the truth.
Well, yeah,
Don
exactly. That's why the TBI needs to go every week and interrogate Candace every week. And after about the 3rd week, when she sees they're not going to leave her alone, she will crack and spill her beans. I've been saying it for months.
Well, Don has what we call truthful Tourette's. He'll give you a little bit of truth, and every once in a while, you get him wound up enough, he'll give you just a little tidbit of truth, but you got to know how to filter it out to figure out what part is true and what's not.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier. Exactly. Exactly.
Filter what they say. Filter what they say.
Yep.
Because you don't believe anything in, well, we know they all in a bunch of lies and they keep lying. So we don't. But someone said, is the church on the website? Is the church? Yeah, I think the website is still up about the church.
Yeah, it should be up. Yeah, I would
It
think the
should
Seventh
be.
Day Adventist. You know.
And just for anybody looking for Josie's profile, if y'all were, it's shut down. It's nowhere on Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't even know there was one. But I glanced, it's gone. Which is good. That's a good thing.
Melissa said they agree with you. Allegedly, they should be on her hard right now. Yeah, she should be getting interrogated every day. To me, I don't know why she ain't. But they said they don't want to put her in question and mess up the case. It's like a fine line between that.
How are they going to mess the case up? How are they going to mess the case up? All they're going to get, if anything, the truth. Break her down. Break her down.
Because she'll break.
She's a toxic codependent. She cannot live without somebody else. She cannot live alone. There are so many people. I used to be that way. I couldn't live alone by myself. I couldn't stand the silence. Now,
this is the best time to be cracking her too. Look how she's reaching out to the men. This is the best time for them to be interrogating her.
Exactly. But somebody said you can't interrogate her when she's drunk, but when she's sober. Come on.
Well, when is that?
When is she ever sober?
Correct.
So
the Wells participated in the search. Don went to the search to pick up food donations to the searchers to bring back. Oh, okay.
Oh, he did not. They didn't even come out their house on the last one. They couldn't even hand out water bottles to them.
I know for sure. I think Don and the older boy was on the search, but I know for sure that Candace would not come out the house for the search.
She wouldn't even come out of the house the first day. The first day, she sent her mom out. She had her mom, I about fell out of my chair. She had her mom do all the talking on the first day they called.
Yeah, I remember she wouldn't go. But I did see Don out there. I don't know, how much did he do with the search? But yes, I did remember Don and the older boy. I don't know if it was just a picture he was just taking with him or was he searching for his baby girl. But whatever, I think I did remember Don being a little part of it.
Okay, well, that's good to know. That's good to know.
I don't see him rallying and protesting and doing the most. I didn't see that out of either one of those parents. Candace would not talk to the county at all. No, she wouldn't. They didn't want to waste their time searching because they knew where she was. Exactly. But even if you know where you was, don't you want to at least play with the script or go with the script and go play looking?
Yeah.
I think they're afraid of giving themselves up. If you think about too that who would know that property better than Don Wells himself?
Exactly.
Candace.
Well, probably, but still, Donnie Boy's probably been on he probably knows every stick on that hill. That whole property.
So that was his mom's before he got it, so he knows.
So he didn't want to participate because I guarantee that he would be afraid he'd give up too much truth by evading the correct location if she was on the hill during the initial search. So
Well, someone said somebody befriended Candace. In one of the videos, Don was hitting her. Well, I believe they was both hitting on each other. I don't believe Candace was sitting. I ain't taking up for Don or Candace, okay, because the way the kids was raised. But I do believe it was some fighting going on. And
Candace they both hit each other on different times.
Candace busted the man's eardrum.
Candace was in the
I believe that too. I believe that too.
Candace was in the back when Don would be on YouTube telling him, get off the damn YouTube, like aggressive in the background. So I remember that plainly seeing her on there. They both was doing it to each other.
Yep. And especially when he was in cahoots with the one pair of creators. Get off of there, all drunk.
It was her in the background. Get out the thing. Get out the thing. Candace threatened to blow Allie's head off. Candace threatened to she
blow
threatened
Walmart up.
Yeah, threatened Walmart, threatened Allie, threatened from allegedly Tucker, because they said, boy, ain't you scared to talk? She went in there and said something to Tucker. We don't know what she went in there and said. Hey, I'm going to tell him we've been doing this. You don't know what she went in there and said to that boy. Allie was letting too much go on around her son, too. A bunch of people.
She knew it was all going on.
Yes,
it was all going on. Man.
She knew, and the daddy didn't know because he ain't been a part of Hunter's life. He's, doing his thing. But Allie knew what was going on. Allie was so much into Jose while Hunter was just,
And it was sending all her children up there and or having them all hang around up there at Ben Hill. I mean, why? Especially after knowing what had gone down up there with Hunter and Candace. Think about it.
Glenda said the videos reveal a lot besides the fighting. Okay, Glenda, what videos are you talking about? Go ahead and tell us in the chat what you're talking about. She's saying she's not taking up for them, but the video she's talking about shows more than the fighting. Well, I would love to see that video.
Heck yeah.
I've seen CB with a busted jaw at the church. They was fighting on each other. Because they said when Candace was drove by the base head or the crackhead or whatever, the meth head up around the corner, up the hill, wherever she was, every time Candace drive by her house, Candace said she wanted to do something to her too.
Yeah, Jody Sue. I think that's who was selling them drugs. Because her ex, Bowden Morte, or whatever his name is, he's the known town dealer.
They was beating on each other. They was. Everybody's picture. She can't play victim in court, you guys. If you're listening to if you guys are one of her supporters, she cannot play victim because there's so many different signs that Don could be the victim too. You see what I'm saying? Just how he was the one out there working and she didn't do shit. Like she was bossing him around. You go to work and bring the money home. This whole thing is just mixed up on top of the hill. It's just messed up.
Yeah. Yes,
both of them are such narcissists. Yes, they are. I believe they really think they will get away with this. Yeah, they do think they're going to get away with this, but they're not. There's too many people.
Look at the parents of the West boys. They thought they would never get caught.
Yes, they did. It's going to come.
Oh, I can't wait for that court case, but I don't want to watch it, but I can't wait either.
You know what? Allegedly, I want to pick up on that case, but it's shit. This Summer Wells case is so deep.
I know. I don't even do videos on Summer because, when I started my channel, there were already too many creators. So that's where I got the idea to come out with the funny stuff, as a break to the stress, because everybody's so frustrated and they're like, come on. And I'm like, you all just got to be patient. But, everybody's losing patients and they think TBI don't know what they're doing. Those are some of the smartest people probably in the world working for TBI, FBI, all of them. They are not stupid people. They know what they're doing. It took a year to arrest Barry Morphew and they knew from day one it was him. They just have to get their stuff together. They knew a week after the boys were reported missing that they were killed, and it took them 14 months. We're only at 9 months with Summer. So I figure about the time the grand jury comes out, somebody said, April next month? We're doing good time-wise if they really do meet next month.
Yeah,
and they got to get an airtight case. They got to get an airtight case. They're only going to get one chance to try this thing. So they got to
Right.
know they got it together before they take this thing to trial. Because if they can get off the hook, that's they want to make sure they got an airtight case before they
Between
even start.
the tech data, H and their son,
Oh,
the sons and the tech data are going to be key to this case.
I think
I don't see him losing it. I
I'll
don't
tell
see
you
him losing
the
this
phone.
case.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're
I'll
fine.
tell-
I'm sorry.
I'll
I
tell you
keep
the
cutting y'all
phone.
off.
I'll tell you the phone that's going to be. I think it's going to be the treasure trove.
I don't think the phone is.
No,
They making
no.
a big deal out this
Sheena,
phone. Okay,
no, Sheena,
go ahead.
please let me finish my sentence here, because
Go
one of
ahead.
these phones that these people have, one of them specifically, I think is going to be the linchpin, and it's not Don or Candace's phone. I believe it's going to be Hunter's phone.
Mm,
Good
mm,
thought. Good
It's
thought.
going to
Good
be the
thought.
one that incriminates these people.
good thought.
Because kids can't hold water. Teenagers
Absolutely.
and kids cannot hold water. They can't keep secrets like adults can.
Hold on, allegedly. Well, she was texting back and forth with boy H. So paparazzi is on to
Mm-hmm.
something. This is the first time I really thought about
Yep.
Hunter's phone.
And
See,
GPS coordinates are always tracked. So you got whatever H has said on his phone, plus you got GPS.
Go
yep.
ahead, paparazzi.
So Papa's right.
Also, there's other things, that other places that they can get GPS data from. For example, the Subaru. Now, I'm not going to talk about just the radio in that car. The radio is not the only thing that can give up any forensic data. There's other computers in that car that could
Mm-hmm.
tell where the car's been, the speed of the car, the weight of the vehicle, how many, so how many people has been in the
Mm-hmm.
car. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of other bits of digital data. This is why I say that the digital data is going to be what's going to be. I think it's going to seal this case. But I do think Hunter's phone is probably the linchpin, because his phone is the one that's probably it's the least likely to be tainted. He probably didn't have burner phones. These other people have burner phones. So you don't know whether you're looking at their daily driver or not. But the Hunter most likely only have one phone. So,
You think they already got Hunter's phone?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they got it right away.
Yeah,
He
that
said
was
so.
one of the first ones they took. Yeah,
When Chris interviewed him, he said, yeah, they've been had it for a long time.
And he was threatening about not getting it back. So
Mm.
so they holding that phone.
Well, Papa. Okay, let me ask you this. Allegedly, can you put your channel's name in the chat? They want to know your channel's name. Paparazzi. My thing. Damn, you are onto something. So with boy H being traumatized, and they got his phone, which they not telling us this, right? So they got his phone, and they pretty much got the evidence. That's why Grandis ran up the stairs that day to say what they asked you. What did you tell them? Because they know boy H is the key besides the brothers.
Yep, I think that his is going to be the linchpin. I think what Hunter brings to this case is probably going to be the linchpin. But yes, the boys are probably going to have some information, but I don't think that they're going to know as much as we probably think they probably should know about the disappearance of Summer.
Hold on real quick. Yes, I did, Gail and Glenda. I got that information. Thank you. I'm going to look up the channel's name. Gail, I asked her to bring it up. Thank you. There's a channel that she told us about that has more information than the abuse about Don and Candace. So I'm going to look that up, and I'm going to bring it over here for we can check it out, because we're focused on these parents and Summer Wells and her brother. We're not focused on the drama. So yes, I did ask her. Thank you, Gail, and thank you, Glenda, for the information. I appreciate that. I wrote it down when I seen it in the chat. But the mods is on it because they know that they've been trying to report my channel. They feel like I'm new in the crime community, which I'm not new to YouTube, and I'm not in the crime community. So I've had a lot of haters come over here, and they've been reporting every damn live, every video. It's just unbelievable. So it was with respect, Glenda, when she did that. I asked the mods to do that. So And I appreciate the mods doing that for me, because bringing other people's names in the chat to get your channel struck, everything. I've been monetized for over 6 months. Yeah, I ain't monetized because of Summer Wells. So,
Oh
and
no, I didn't know that.
oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I've been having my channel over a year now.
Yeah, I know you had it over for a year, but I didn't know you got demonetized.
No, no, no. I've been monetized.
Oh, I misunderstood you. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I've been monetized, and I'm not gonna let this crime community mess that up. It's, with that, because I don't
Right.
sit here and beg for money or nothing. I just do videos and get the little couple dollars from YouTube if they whenever. It's not a big deal. I just like for people's voices to be heard, and the purpose of whatever purpose it is I'm on at the time to get out to the public. And right now,
Right.
I'm focusing on the mother and the father and them unfit the kids. So the Glenda shared a channel in there. I'm gonna go check it out. Thank you, Glenda.
Yeah,
But
when I get hop off of here, I'm gonna post mine. I actually posted it in private chat, but my channel is just like the way it's spelled under my thing on the chat right there, allegedly, just like that. Oops, did I get kicked off?
Yeah, I think Shinna just got kicked off. Oh, there she is.
I'm back. Okay. Thank you, allegedly. If any of you guys have a channel that's in the chat, you are more than welcome to share your channel. I don't have a problem with it. I love helping people in the community. So allegedly, put your channel in there. And
I just posted hers. To
oh,
chat.
thank you. If you guys don't mind subbing up to allegedly, that'd be awesome, awesome, awesome. But yeah, it's drama free over here. We don't care about all that extra stuff. It's too much worried about what's going on with Summer and her brothers and the mama and the Don. Did you get that information she said about Yo Warrior Sisterhood that got videos about Don and Candace? Paparazzi?
No,
She
ma'am, I
put
did
it in the
not.
chat.
No, I did not.
You might want to look
I
at
must
it
have missed it. Yeah.
and get that information, because I'm going to check it out too, and we could play it on our next live.
Right.
Because it's more than just Don beating on Candace. From my understanding, Glenda was saying
No,
it's more
well,
videos.
even Jose talked about Candace being on top of Don and beating on him, and it sounded like it was a fight upstairs or something.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the time
Jose
when
said
the beer bottle was thrown or something.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse
Jose said, this is the name, I highlighted it. Jose said when he went upstairs, he seen Candace on top of Don, talking about, you ain't gonna hit me no more. And yeah, it's a different thing when it's like she's sitting there getting beat on. People is making it as if she just was sitting there and Don just was beating on her. No,
Victim.
y'all, they both was unfit. It was a hot mess in the house, and the kids is the one who suffered. And that's
Right.
who we focused on over here, is the children. They're the ones that suffered.
Yep, they're the
Every
victims
day.
in all this. Yep.
Every day.
She said, when I play the video, put the trigger warning up. Okay, so it's very graphic. Well, that's what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to go and look this up, and I could play it tomorrow night. You guys allegedly in Paparazzi, do you see the name of this channel?
Yep.
Okay. Allegedly, did you get the name?
Of what?
This is Glenda's telling us this creator that has videos about more than she said the lady on her channel live.
Okay.
So it's
Okay, I
called
see
Yo
it.
Yo Warrior Sisterhood. We're gonna check that out, and I'm gonna play it on the live tomorrow.
Okay.
Because from my understanding, it was she said around 213. Okay, what video was it? Because I don't know her channel. Do you know what video it was, Glenda? Do you know the name of the video?
It says 2 days ago. Was I could figure out what was posted, but
Your sister warrior.
Yes, Robin, drop the link. Glenda, can you hit the link and tell us what we're looking for if you don't mind? You don't have to show your face. Can you hit the link and tell us what we're looking for? Because I really forgot. I know I put it in the info above. Now, if you don't want to hit the link, that's fine. But could you hit the link and tell us what we're actually looking for? Because we all know they was beating on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Shinna, I could probably try to find it and email the information to you.
Okay, you still got my email, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, allegedly, I'm going to put my email and my phone number in the back chat for both of you guys.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let me make sure it's in the back chat though. Okay, hold on. She ain't telling us what we're looking for. Okay.
We could probably figure out though.
We'll figure it out. We're gonna get it together because we are on a live right now, and then I want to play that because it's not drama. It sounds like it's what we're looking for. We want to call these parents out. The name of the video is what on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, that's right there. Yeah.
You got it? Okay.
Yep.
And if any of my subbies or any of you guys want to check this video out before I play it and digest it, you are more than welcome to go check it out because we're going to do it on our next live. It's okay. That's okay. We needed that. It was on subject. Yes. All right. Yeah, we're going to look at that and because I don't know what the trigger warnings is in there and I got to look over it first before I even put it on here. So we'll check that out for you guys and bring it back because we know it was some abuse. We know both of them was fighting on each other. And a lot of people want us to sit here and say Don was beating on Candace. I can't just sit here and
they went both ways.
I can't agree that it was Don just beating on Candace, you guys. No. It was both of them beating on each other.
Yes, it was.
And I'm going to
imagine what those children were seeing.
Hold on, Leslie.
Exactly.
Paparazzi. What you say, paparazzi?
Well, imagine too what those children were seeing even before all this other went down. I mean, before we even knew of the Wells. I'm sure that this didn't just up and start happening like since Summer got gone. So, because I'm sure that they got drunk every night. The whole time. So you can imagine what those children were witnessing.
Those kids seen a lot, and Hunter and his little sister. Allie lived there they seen a lot.
Yep.
And though we are voices for children like that can't say, hey, our parents was doing the most. Like, who's to say what them children seen? And I'm going to do my best to make sure I keep calling that and make sure that Candace don't get those boys back. And people could say what they want to about me. Allegedly, your background is loud. Oh, okay. I found out it was you, I think. Let's see if it's you or is it?
I'm moving around the house.
Here.
Okay. So, yeah, I stand up for children that's neglected. And I'm going to make sure, yes, I even called out there and let them know they could look at different videos about what these parents is doing. Yes, we have to do things like that. These parents,
something?
Go ahead.
And and we can't say, oh, that all this neglect and everything just started just before Summer got gone. You look at there's pictures of these kids. I mean, all through their life. This I think will be Don and Candace's downfall, as he says, because they posted so many pictures of these children, at different ages, and we can see the kind of squalor they were living in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Somebody said that video is 6 hours long. Is it? Whatever the
Ooh.
video.
you'll
Ooh,
have to
well,
probably
she
clip.
gave us the minute mark. It was 2:13.
That's why I say it shouldn't be hard to figure out because it's got to be a 2-hour video at least. So
Okay.
it shouldn't be hard to figure out which one it is. But yeah.
Okay, well, we're going on 3 hours. Those kids
Yeah.
have probably seen and heard worse things than I ever have. I bet you they have. And as long as I got a platform, we're going to keep bringing out what them kids heard, what this mama's doing, and things like that. We don't focus on the negativity. We're going to stay positive over here. I'm going to digest this information. Now, when people is telling me information like that in the chat, I appreciate it. And you asked before, can you put the name in? And I appreciate you doing that for me. I truly do. Gail, do you have a YouTube channel too? If you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and put it in the chat. Share your channel. If anybody have a YouTube channel, go ahead and put it in the chat. I got some pretty good subscribers over here. And this, I'm not in the true crime. I do mental health, generational curses, different stuff. I'm going to show y'all Denver when I go down there in 2 weeks. Different stuff. My grand dog, I normally put him on here. I do a lot of different stuff.
Hey, Shinna, is that picture, is that the dog that you lost, or is that a new dog, or what on your avatar there?
Yes, that's the baby I lost.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
that's
had
the
to
baby.
ask.
I did this picture because I wanted you to see it looks like your baby a little bit. So
It
every
sure
time I
does.
see your baby, it just reminds me of my baby.
Aw.
So I did this. You see him? He had got a haircut.
Right.
But and I said in the last video her, but it was a he.
Okay. Yeah. My little girl Roxy. So she had just had a grooming on this picture. So.
Well, if y'all know anybody breeding and got something for sale, let me know. Let me know, because
What type of dog is she?
that one was a sushi Yorkie mixed.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
I'm into
beautiful.
like small breeds, sushis.
Shih Tzu.
Sushi.
Yeah, that's what I
just
want to
never
get.
the name right.
Yeah,
I want a Shih Tzu so bad for my husband, but I want to adopt one from the shelter. So as soon as I find one at the shelter, I'll adopt them. All my babies are rescues.
Right. Well, Roxy, my little Roxy here, she's 15 years old. I've had her since she's 8 weeks, and we got her from a breeder. But she's been my best friend. She's my baby. So
Robin, the lady Robin got her baby as her picture too. Look at her baby. I highlighted it, Robin, for we could see your baby. Max are the best. Adopt, don't stop. You know what? If I can adopt, I cannot find the type of breed that I like to adopt. They are just so hard with adopting them. And I want it like brand new. I want it fresh off fresh when it's time to come home with me. What is that, 6 weeks?
I got Roxy when she was 8 weeks.
Yeah. I got Feisty right here when he was about 7 weeks. And he had a brother. So I had him and the brother. So my daughter's dog was the brother. And that was my baby. But this wasn't my only dog. This one just died on me right in front of my eyes. And still to this day it hurts.
No.
I'm sure. Goodness.
I tried to save them. I even paid like $300. And they told me if I really wanted to do it, it's optional. But I end up paying. And they gave him the shot to try to save him and everything. And like a good hour, by the time we got home, he made a noise like, and just died. I was like, oh my God, it was pretty bad. And I'm a little, extra when it comes to stuff like that. I was like, baby, my baby. So
my daughter's rabbit died and it had a heart attack. And oh man, I couldn't even pick him up. I mean, I jumped a mile high because I thought he was still taking his last breath. Scared the out of me. Oh, it was
Mm,
awful. I cried. I had to put a sheet over my mouth so the neighbors wouldn't hear me. I was crying so loud. A
mm.
rabbit. Over a rabbit.
Robin said her baby. You know what? A lot of people like bigger dog, German shepherds. My daughter's dog, you see Feisty in my video. I mean not Feisty. I keep thinking of my other baby. Roscoe is my grand dog. He big. I don't like big dogs. I don't know.
We got a
Good night,
Labradoodle.
ATM. See you next time.
We
You
got a
like me?
Labradoodle. Oh,
You
sorry,
do?
sorry. Yeah, sorry. I think there's a small lag in the phones. I don't mean to keep cutting you off. Yeah,
No, it's okay.
when I got him, they told me he would be on the smaller side, and he's got to be at least 40, 50 pounds. And I'm like, I didn't sign up for this. Our house is too small for him. So
Oh, yeah, I can't. I travel too much, and I normally get a companion dog where it could go with me, like on the train and things like that.
ooh, there you
So,
go.
and I get it certified for I don't have no problems. So I can't
Hmm.
really get a big one. But yeah, it still hurts me to this day about my little dog. And then when I see all y'all's dogs on y'all's pictures, I'm like, oh.
I have my
Somebody
Stresser
said
cat.
she is alive. We pray that Summer is alive. I pray she
Yeah,
is. And everybody's entitled to their opinion, Carol. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
I
We're
hope
not.
so. I
I
hope so,
pray
but I don't
she
see
is.
how. Mm.
But we do use common sense, you know? Yes, they are beautiful dogs, Holly. She says she still is alive. I'm sure praying. But how these people is performing and what was going on top of that hill, I don't know. I ain't dumb.
The thing that bothers me, though, I got to say, is the police seem, from what I'm reading between the lines, they seem to believe that she wandered off. And whatever, I don't believe but half of what Jose says. He was only there 6 weeks, not 6 months, and another creator was able to prove that. But my whole thing is, if there's a good chance that she wandered off, if Candace wasn't sure and they just went running with the abduction theme, then why is she out there looking if she's not sure that she wandered off or not? I mean, it's like if they find her within a few miles of there, if they find her bones within a few miles from there, I swear I will literally stop and vomit from where I'm at because the chance of from knowing they could have found her. But then I think back, well, they did look so hard at the beginning.
Hold on real quick. So your Boston Bulldog was able to go on the train? That's interesting. And then someone said in the chat, I think Summer is alive because I wouldn't want the world to give up on me. And you know what? You could think she
Aww.
is alive. I mean, we all want to pray she's alive. I just told y'all I had a dream, and that's it. I didn't say, I'm not going with any theory. I always try to be positive and think for the best, but I do use common sense. I do.
Hey, Shinna,
Huh? I'm
I
listening.
just sent you an email.
Okay, thank you. Somebody said if she is alive, how is she being treated? That's the question. If she is alive, who got her? Where is she? Where
Seriously,
is she? Is she in a dungeon somewhere locked up? I mean, where's the baby? If she is alive. She's probably suffering, but at least she can be saved like the other kids that are found. You know what, Holly? That's a good point. Now, if she is still alive, because we have to look at this in all angles, right? If she is still alive, is she taken care of? Is she in a better home? Is she locked up somewhere? Is she getting trafficked? Is they selling her? Is they abusing her? That's the problem. With the public, we the people don't have no peace with this understanding. We don't understand where is Summer, alive or not. Where is Summer? What happened? That's my question. So I could be with people that say they believe or they don't believe in different theories. Everybody's welcome with their different theories of how they feel about this, because you ain't going to think the way I think. I don't expect for anybody to think. I want to hear different opinions and different thoughts on things. But when it comes down to reality and what we've been watching and what's been playing in our eyes,
Yeah.
we don't know. You said, I don't think Miss Robin from the church, Summer, admitted has her. You think, so you're saying you might think Miss Robin has her, huh? Welcome, Teresa. Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah, apparently Robin was doing some kind of adoption deal.
Well, you know what?
I think.
I did think about that. Like, what if they adopted her out overseas? And like, okay, y'all never gonna find her. Well, if that is the case, why haven't adopted people said Summer's okay?
Yeah.
She's not at harm. We adopted her. It's not illegal to adopt a kid, so why is they hiding that if that's the case? Answer that.
It would have been illegal to adopt her out without the parents' consent, though.
Well, if, let's say, for example, Don and Candace gave it to Robin in the church to adopt out. Let's get this theory out here, right? Don and Candace gave it to the church to adopt out.
Okay, gotcha.
What if they did? Wouldn't the person that adopted her, with the parents' consent, here, Robin, please find a better, let's say this, Don, Candace, Robin, please find a better home for Summer. Robin say, okay, we got a wonderful family that'll adopt Summer. Don't you think, and I want the chat to answer this question, do you think the adoptive family would say, they gave us Summer, we got Summer? Answer the question. Both of y'all on the panel, one at a time, answer the question. Do you think the adoptive family, if this is the case, she got adopted out, would they say they got her and she's in good hands? Paparazzi, what you think?
No, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. No, because I mean, look at all the publicity, all the controversy around this case and everything. For somebody to come out and claim that they have her, you know, I don't know. But I don't think they would admit it. And
well, if they did admit it, it wouldn't be illegal because
it wouldn't be legal, right? Yeah,
it would be legal. It would be legal because the parents gave it to her. So you would think if they did adopt her, we just thinking hypothetically, they would say, Summer's here. She's in good hands. These people gave her to us. Right? What you think, allegedly?
I don't think so. I mean, if they adopted her out, which they very willingly, rightfully could have, you know, they would have said something. I mean, Candace had another baby girl, and she was adopted out before she even left the hospital. That was verified. Well, I'll say by a friend. They kept saying that Candace had a child after Summer. Apparently, she had one right before Summer, and she gave her up for adoption because her mom was going to adopt her. So apparently, Candace don't like girls.
Damn. They said she got rid of the female dogs. Shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's another question. Okay, because this is coming out of the chat. They believe the parents sold her. Now that's illegal to sell children. So yes, they probably wouldn't come out. But the question I got to the chat is, we're just going hypothetically. They go say, hey, somebody take care of Summer. She needs to be in a better home. We don't want Summer no more. The people that got Summer, it's not illegal for them to adopt her. So Wouldn't you think they would come out and say, hey, we got Summer? I'm from Scotland and I have my own thoughts on Summer. Well, Carol, you are more than welcome to share your thoughts. Tell us your thoughts. Do you want to hit the panel?
Yeah, come on up.
They said they think her parents sold her.
I mean, I'm open to hear anything.
Donor reported Summer was abducted. I can't even get that word right. People be
Abducted.
Abducted.
Abducted. I wonder what. Well, if she was adopted out like that, like hypothetically, if she was adopted, now I got my tongue tied. Why would they say that she was abducted?
Thank you.
Yeah, because Robin would have kept Robin. You know, even if before all this happened, if Robin got ever a hint that they didn't want to keep Summer or heard wind that she wasn't into girls, Robin would have been the first one to tell them, you know, you can still adopt her out, right? I mean, I'm sure that somebody told them it's legal.
Well, Coffee Bean Buzz says, if they did, then why would they call the police? Okay, that's smart. So, right. If they did adopt her out, why'd they call the police? Maybe they got upset and didn't want to get in trouble because social service was coming that day. I'm just going hypothetically because I do have a lot of people in the chat that's saying they believe she's still alive. And there's nothing wrong with that. You are entitled to your opinion. Let me drop the link for you guys in the you are more than welcome to hit the link too.
Oh, and the other thing is Don, he went to adopt his first girl out with his first wife. His sister went to adopt the little girl because they couldn't take care of her because they were on drugs so bad at the time. Don tried selling his son on the street corner, and he actually did sell him to his drug dealer. And excuse me, son, not daughter. Yeah, she spoke about it. She got on Chris. It was Chris's panel, I believe. But yeah, I heard it from her mouth. And her and her husband, his sister, were going to adopt the little girl. It was Mary. But they were going to give them like $10,000 or something. But the wife wanted to be able to come visit, you know, here on, here off, you know, still able to see her. And Mary said, no, if we adopt her, you're never going to see her again. We're not doing that to her, blah, blah, blah. And they said, no, you're not adopting her. And that was the end of that.
You know, I think if she was going to be adopted out, what that would do is imply that Don and Candace gave a crap about Summer. You think about it.
Yeah.
And we know that they did not care one bit about little Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
So Holly says, I'm just saying, I won't say Summer is not with us anymore because I have hope against, you know what? And it's nothing wrong with hope. I have hope too, and I think I'm such a realist being a Virgo. We get to the facts with Virgos. I want the fact. So ain't nothing wrong with having hope because a lot of people still have hope, you know, that she is still alive. And somebody said there has just been too much said, too many things,
right?
Such as no evidence. My own thoughts are Summer Wells is alive, and the Wells with Robin Lee and Candace said that Summer Wells was sold to Robin Lynn to save her from social work coming in. Well, if that's the case, Carol, if that's the case, why did they call the police? Let me highlight your question. If that's the case, why did they call the police with all this?
Plus, I think if she had been sold to Robin, wouldn't Robin have put her into school already?
And wouldn't Robin be able to say, hey, you guys, I have Summer. Summer's okay. Wouldn't you say it wouldn't be illegal for Robin to have Summer? Hey, Virgo sister Melissa. It wouldn't be legal for Robin to have Summer, right? Oh, you're a dreamy Pisces. Yeah, okay, Pisces. That's there you go. Okay.
Well, I'm a Piscean too, so.
Oh, I
If
mean,
you look
and
at,
y'all are dreamers. And
if you look,
me and
if,
Melissa, we want facts. I want to get right to it. Oh, okay. And she said, as a cover up.
if you look at the pictures that Candace has posted since Dawn's gone to jail, I really feel like those pictures say it all, especially that one of Summer standing in the woods with purple butterflies and the yellow butterflies. And then she put the kids in the fire TikTok. I mean, you can decipher several things out of each photo. I think that's her way of venting. And then, like when she was on the news, she said, "It smothers me." I mean, this is their way of guilty relief, getting some of that pressure off.
So you think
I
that
think
she
what
was
they've said and what
smothered,
they've
maybe?
shown says it all. Sorry, go ahead, Papa.
Okay,
So
hold on. She said we're not listening.
Oh.
I'm trying to get an understanding of what you're saying in the chat, because from what it sounds like you're saying is basically Robin, the Wells gave they gave Summer to Robin. That's what you're saying in the chat. That's what we're getting an understanding of. Robin would have broke the law by not telling, exactly, forgetting the daughter. Yes, we are. Summer Wells, please come home. If she, and I agree, guys. I totally agree. Oh, a Libra. Yes, Robin. Got to make it make sense for me. It got to balance. Yes.
Make it make sense,
Yes.
yeah.
It got to make sense, you guys. I don't believe Robin have Summer. I don't believe Robin have Summer. Robin would have came by law. Robin, and it seemed like she's so God fearing. Robin would have had to come on out and say, I got Summer. Robin did go to Hawaii shortly after the disappearance. Passed Summer off as her own daughter. Oh, see, I don't know about any of that. I don't know anything about that. Okay, do a poll. Let's do a poll. We want Summer home. Okay, I'm going to do a poll. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think the baby was adopted out. Put a 1 or put a 2 in the chat if you think Robin has her. I want to see where y'all train of thought is. So a 1 in the chat if you think they adopted her out. A 2 in the chat if you think Robin has her. And we'll look for y'all response and see what y'all have to say. So the 1 is adopted out, and the 2 if you think Robin has her. Somebody said, I don't think Robin would be rejoicing if she had her. Me neither. 0, none of the above. Okay, 0. I'm with 0. And 0 if you don't believe either one. Wait, hold on. I'm finna put 0 too in the chat. I don't believe either one. So
There you go.
everybody's putting a 0.
I didn't mean sway the vote.
Everybody putting 0.
Okay. So hold on. So this is the option, y'all. This is the option. 0 if you're using cotton site. Wait. Okay, 1 if you think 1 if you think Robin got it. Wait, 1 is if she was adopted out. 2 is if you think Robin got her. Let's say 3 if they sold her, and 0 if you don't believe it, none of it. So let us see in the chat. She said, I'm going to put a 0. I think, wait. Okay, I see some threes. I see some threes. Okay, I see some threes. And 0. Okay. 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 I could
I'm
go
sorry,
with
we
the
had to
3.
laugh at that one. We had to
Somebody
laugh.
said foul play abuse.
That was funny.
It's not funny, but I mean,
It's not, but
it's
it is.
not. But really, we gotta, have some kind of fun out of this crazy shit.
Mhm.
We're
0.
laughing about the poll. We're laughing about the poll. We're not laughing
We're
about
laughing
Summer.
about
Yes.
the poll, not Summer. We're
Yes.
laughing
Yes.
about the poll. And I don't see no
Mhm.
ones about Robin. And I don't see no 2s about adopted out. But I
No.
do see some 3s. And I do see a bunch of 0s. And I do see neglect.
And them damn zeros.
Let me show the 0s.
Them damn
Somebody-
zeros.
Look, somebody put 0.
Stop.
I got your 3 up. I'm gonna show your 3. Oh shit, y'all. Wait, we do need to laugh.
Too much.
Okay,
much.
hold on. 0 R3. Okay, 0 R3. Okay, so here's another poll. Let's do one more poll.
Whatever.
Wait. What are you looking at? Y'all are killing me in the chat. What?
You're making me laugh.
Just like her parents are a couple of 0s. Killing me. Oh, okay. So, one if you think Candace is a victim. 2,
no, not again.
Wait, let me finish. Hold on. Let me finish, chat. We got one more poll. 1 if you think Candace is a victim. 2 if you think Bob is a victim. And 0 if both of them was beating on each other.
Now somebody gonna throw a 4 out.
Let me see the poll. 1 if Candace is the victim. 2 if Don is the victim.
0 across the board.
There go my 0. They were beating on each other.
It's so contagious. You laugh sets me off.
No, wait, Candace ain't a victim.
Now that's funny. Candace ain't a victim. Oh God.
Victim of rock and rye.
They're con artists, man. You ain't lying. And street smart. Now you told the truth right there, Glenda. Oh my God. I had to laugh for a minute. Damn it. Yeah, they deserve each other. They deserve each other.
That's great.
And Grandis know all into it too. For her to be the grandma on top of the hill, she should have put a stop to this. She should have been slapping on Donna and Candace, telling them to get their shit together.
Well, here's another survey. Do y'all think Grandis knows? Or have they not said a word to her? Because apparently she was sleeping while this all happened.
Okay, so here's another poll. 1, you think Grandis know. 2, you think Grandis don't know. So 1 if you think she knows. 2 if you think she don't know.
This I'm curious to see. A southern gummy bear.
There go those ones. She knows. She knows. Oh, 2. Oh, you don't think she do know? Oh, there is a 2.
1, 2 amongst them all.
I know 1-2 amongst us all. We're not mad at the 2 though. We're not mad at the 2 if you don't think Grandis know. But you know, we're not mad at the 2. Hell to the yes, Grandis, no.
She's got to at this point. I mean, how could she not at this point? Because Candace would have.
Oh, whatever is being hard. She put 0. What's 0? You don't know.
Oh no. they have zeros.
Actually, 0 might mean she don't care.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, Grandmas is the ringleader, y'all. We ain't playing with these people.
That's it's been. I don't know. I don't want to get off subject, but as far as Rose missing, when she was talking about where she went missing, I remember her saying she couldn't get far enough away from like where Rose was last known to be. Well, if I was her mother or grandmother, I would be staying right there, looking, walking everywhere for years if I had to find her. Why would you get away as much as you could? It didn't make sense.
There's too many people gone missing in this family. Too many daughters. And then they're getting rid of their daughters. Like, Rose is gone. Grandis know where her missing daughter is, too. You know what? I don't even believe that Rose is still alive. I don't know. I think
there is movement. There is movement in that case. Chris McDonough said there is considerable movement in that case, so I think we're going to hear something here soon.
Well, if they connect the dots, of course Rose will be included. Mm-hmm. It's too many people going missing in the family.
Right.
Mm-hmm. If they could, yes. They should put Rose's case. They should open that case.
They did reopen it. Several months back, or I don't think it was ever closed, really. But they brought the cold case file back out and started interviewing people over again.
Okay, so we got another poll. Another request. So they said, do you think Rose and Son? Okay, so put a 1 in the chat if you think Rose and Summer is connected. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't think they connected. 1 if you think they connected, meaning connected by, let's say, the same scenario. Grandis and them know too much. And 2 if you don't think it's connected. I see some 1s. Big pat. Oh, 2. You don't believe it's connected?
I think Grandis is the connection on the 2, on both of the cases.
I see TBI have hands full with this case. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You know what? I believe they're connected. So let me put my 1 in the chat. It's too many missing people in the family. That's why I believe they're connected, because they both missing out of the same family. That's why.
How do they call it? Coincidences don't exist in real crime, in true crime.
Robin doesn't have her own, but I do believe she took her to the family in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. Somebody said 0. Somebody keep putting the 0 in there. The 0. Wait, the lady that keep putting 0 in, what do you think happened? I'm just curious.
Come on,
because you keep putting 0. You don't believe she was adopted or abducted. You don't believe that they sold her. So the lady that keep putting 0 in there, what do you think? Pearly?
Pearly and whatever started the zeros.
Thank you for asking. You're welcome. Maybe that chat is behind. Oh, okay. Maybe she's behind on the 0. Okay, I'll give her credit on that one. Robin's not involved. You know what? I don't know. I
Nice
know one
game.
thing. I know one thing for sure. She said her finger was stuck on zero. Because we dealing with a bunch of zeros. Somebody. Oh goodness gracious, you guys. Um, it's all unbelievable. I mean, man, they got their hands full with these characters. It's so many
They sure do.
characters.
They
I
sure do.
believe somebody that knew Summer felt though. Everybody that knew Summer felt her. They felt them
Everybody
kids.
failed her, but Summer saved her brothers. Everybody failed her, but Summer saved her brothers.
Analysis says Robin seemed like maybe Shay be scared of something to say or something. I don't know. We already did our poll on Robin. We don't know what's going on. This is the best chat room. We just try to have fun over here and call out the truth.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
that
hope they
breaks the
never do
frustration.
this.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I got to laugh. I got
I
to
have
find
to.
a way to laugh and cut up, or I'll just cry.
I
I'll
will.
just
I
lose
was
it.
on. After they called me a bunch of niggas, I still went on the panel and laughed it off. Like, I mean,
I
it
can't
wasn't.
believe that. I cannot
Yes,
believe somebody was that horrible.
it wasn't
And
the lady of the chat. She was off. She was wonderful. All things on the farm or something like that. I don't know. I don't know about the
yeah, she
drama.
was busy over the weekend, wasn't she? She sure was.
Yeah, so I
I
ended up
caught a
on
little bit of her.
it wasn't that bad. It was all right after because I ended up coming back. But yeah, it was somebody in the back calling me all kind of get the nigger off the panel, nigger, black. It was like
That's
this is
messed
crazy.
up.
Yeah, but it's
We're in
okay.
2022, people. Get with the program.
Right, we all believe the same shit. Yeah, he don't even know if he got black in his family. I don't know. They said it was a man calling me that, but yeah, everybody is mixed with something nowadays. So, but
That's right.
I needed the laugh though.
Did you go and
But,
watch that video? That did you catch this gem on my channel, Shinna?
Now that I
Ah,
got your link, I'm gonna go check it out.
okay. I'll send you the link again.
Well, now, okay. You're gonna have to check your last comment and get my information. Okay, well, let's see what
Okay.
the chat is saying. That's disgusting. My last name is Armstrong. I got Mario back. Yeah, girl, it was disgusting, but I'm not mad about it. God made us all. I
That's my
ended up
maiden
laughing
name.
on the panel. Sexy John Q with his voice came on and stood out. It ended up coming out fine. Yeah. So it's okay, you guys. I just know to stay on at my own home. Basically. Ain't nobody coming over here calling me that. I'm not happy.
I think they should have involuntary sterilization after losing 2 children.
I
After
agree.
she lost a second child, she should have had to be sterilized.
Mhm.
If I'd been that doctor, I would have tied her tubes without telling her.
You know what? I wonder why they don't put a law if, like I said, the Tropic or whatever House of Horrors, they had 10 kids and just kept having them and having them. And they never put a thing on them. Like,
And I tried to get my tubes tied after I had my daughter. They would not do it. And I told them, look, I'm 30 years old. I don't want any more children, blah, blah, blah. They would not do it. And then they guilt tripped me. They said, well, what if you lose this child? Well, I don't plan on that happening. And you don't plan your life on what could happen.
Mm-hmm. Well, how many kids you got? Because from my understanding, you got to at least have a boy and a girl.
I've got 2. I've got a boy and a girl.
Oh, well, that's okay. In China, they limited the people to how many kids they got. I don't know why they ain't starting that over here.
And now they sell more elderly disposable diapers than they do anything else. There are more elderly people in the population than younger. It's gone backwards on them.
Yeah. Well, you know why the young is dying off. They're killing each other. They doing too much. And the elderly is the last of their little generation hanging in there.
Mm-hmm.
She said, let me get in the chat. It was really disturbed me how John hits that refrigerator and beats on it. And also, I find it very sick that Don puts his son on the news and made that child feel, you know what? I don't know why they put the kid on the news. Lex,
When
I don't, all
that's
this stuff is sick.
that's the other thing. I don't mean to keep cutting you off. I'm so bad about it. I sincerely apologize when I do. That's the one thing that also made me think that Summer wasn't with us and that it was an accident, because the one boy kept saying, it wasn't my fault. I'm sorry. It wasn't my fault. And he was crying and howling. And that's why I say I think it was a motorbike accident or she fell down the stairs. And he hung
Mhm.
his head down that whole time in that interview. And that kind of convinced me there that it was an accident. I think the boys, they were known to play really rough with her and hit her and punch her. They were really mean to her from what I've heard. I don't know how true it is, but just boys being boys, they're going to be rough with her.
She said Don used him to get sympathy. Oh, okay.
I believe it. Yes, I do.
I'm not gonna let them say the boys did it, because I was hearing some big people say the boys did it. I don't. If the boys did it, why they didn't report it as an accident? I don't know. I don't believe the boys had anything to do with that. I believe some of what Jose was saying. Don was whooping on them kids too.
They didn't want Summer's body to be found because of the SA evidence that would probably be found on her that soon after something happened to her.
So,
I can't talk about or say the questions I have about that. It's too graphic.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Don't do it.
But I'll try to go say it the best way I know how.
Yeah. Don't do it because they report.
Yeah. No. I'll just say this and leave it at that. There's only so much you can do. I mean, there's other, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, I gotta stop. I just, never mind. I can't. Sorry.
Okay, well, let me read the chat real quick. She said, sickening behavior from Candace and Donald to put blame on them boys. And they're going to have to believe it and live with it for the rest of their life. Exactly. There we go with the generational curses. I don't believe them boys did that. And I could see them trying to put it on the boys.
They did try scapegoating them. They sure did.
Talking about they told them to watch Summer. Them boys didn't do that. And they do have to live with this for the rest of their life. Whatever went on top of the hill, they got to deal with that for the rest of their life.
Candace used the boys as babysitter. She left them at home and watched them all day.
What'd you say, paparazzi?
And it wasn't the boy's responsibility to be her babysitter.
Exactly. But that's what she did.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Them boys was babysitting and feeding while she was sleeping. I mean, especially. Go
ahead. So I tell the boys to watch Summer. I mean, that's exactly what she told Chris McDonough. I tell the boys to watch Summer. So like she's putting Summer off on them.
That's not cool, because them boys got to deal with that, because now they going to be thinking they did. Even if they didn't do something this summer, they going to be thinking they did something to her. Like, why we didn't save our little sister?
And they probably don't know what really happened. Sorry.
Accidents happen. Mama should have been watching them.
Hold on, the chat said, mind games so the boys won't tell what they saw or heard. Yeah.
I think by now they would talk. I think fear and Dawn telling them, don't you dare tell them. But like I said, kids cannot hold water. They're gonna talk. Kids just can't hold it. They can't. No. But I think what they're gonna struggle with is survivor's guilt, because they, quote, weren't able to help Summer.
Well, most definitely they suffering mentally when they get older. I can't say. I mean, just dealing with my little trauma, what I went through, and it was nothing compared to this. You know, they're gonna need some deep counseling. They're gonna need a
Hmm.
lot after this, and we just got to pray that they go in the right home and they don't end up in, home after home after. It's just a recycle of the same behaviors that
Hmm.
I believe was passed down to Candace and Dime too. Like,
Hmm.
look at
Oh
Grandis.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
look
was
at Grandis's
passed down.
brother. Grandis's brother was put in a mental institution for how many years because he was such a threat to society because he couldn't keep his hands off of children. And they just let him out last what, October, November.
It was in the family. It ran down generation to
Both
generation.
sides. Both sides.
Scoop Blue Sky says she want the boys. That's what I'm saying. We gotta pray that the boys is in a good home and that they get some good therapy, man. Because we don't need to. I mean, another. Them. These kids is going shooting up schools and stuff. That has a lot to do with what went on in the home. Kids
It
ain't just
does.
going shooting up schools. Yeah,
I can tell
all
you.
their teeth was rotten. Coffee, Buzz.
I can tell you my own brother had school shooting ever been around or someone suggested it to him, he probably would have gone and shot up the school because he had so much, he never dealt with everything we went through as kids. And I
Hmm.
know that he's got survivor's guilt that he couldn't protect me from what happened, but he knew what was going on. He's seen it, but he couldn't do nothing. And
What's
he's
survivor skills? Explain that to the chat a little bit. What's survivor skills?
um survivor guilt is like, okay, an example would be like when I was growing up, I was, I don't want to say the wrong words, but I was SA'd as a child, and there were times where my brother had walked in, and this was by my dad, and my brother had walked in. He would walk in, and he saw, and he would turn around, and walk back out, and he never said anything or felt like he could say anything or do anything,
Hmm.
and he really struggles with that. He's a severe alcoholic, and then there was a lot of mental, physical abuse.
Hmm.
My mom had Munchausen by proxy. She would make me sick and take me to the hospital all the time. I mean, just name it, she did it. So with all that, but I know a couple of years ago, me and my brother talked, and he talked about the just fear, not fear, but the feelings of powerlessness. How he knew what I was going through, but he couldn't do anything about it.
I'm
And that's
sorry that
what they call.
happened.
Well, I feel like if if I could make a difference in somebody else's life, if I can tell them, what's happened in my life and what I've learned
Hmm.
from it, and it changed someone else, then that helps make it okay.
And you know
With
what? It does. When I start talking, telling my story and realizing it was helping others, you know how good I felt? Even though I will always keep it inside and be like, I ain't telling nobody. I don't want people talking about me. I don't care because it actually helps other people. Like, we
right.
went through it too,
Mhm.
and I've got so many different subscribers that's went through different trauma and they're able to speak about it. And I am so grateful that I have a platform for people like that. I am.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
it helps. So I understand when you say that allegedly. And Holly, I want to say something what you said real quick. Holly said, I hit a good point when I said the boys will believe they were at fault. There is a book called The Lies We Believe. I've never read that book, but you know what? The boys are going to believe they're at fault. It's their little sister. Remember, they had to watch her while everybody was getting messed up, so they had to be her protector. And you know how brothers is protective over their sisters. So even if they was mean to her, they still had to be protective over her. And now she gone, of course they're gonna feel bad about it for the rest of their life. They're gonna need I
Mhm.
still got a therapist. Yes, I do, and I love my
Yeah.
therapist.
I'm 46. I'm in counseling.
Are
Yep.
you a counselor or you got a counselor?
No, I'm getting counseling. No, I'm getting counseling. Yeah, because
And
everything, I got the state. When you're in foster care, you're automatically ordered counseling in Maryland, anyways.
Thank God.
And yeah, and I would think that would be nationwide. You go, I'll put it this way. I went through counseling all the way until I was 17, I think. And I learned how to process everything and deal with my feelings and stuff. But when you become an adult, everything changes. But when you have your own kids, man, it just blows you out of the water. And I had to get back into counseling. Everything just came running, flushing back through my head, and just, I don't know how to explain it, but I had to get into counseling. I'm still in counseling 16 years later.
Oh, I'm still in counseling, and I tried to get my children in counseling because I believe that they was traumatized from, the divorce and everything, and they didn't want to get in counseling. But still to this day, I see like little anger management, like courses they could take and different things like they could take, and that will benefit them. And still with them being young adults, I let them know that you still could go see a counselor. It's not, but they always taught us to keep things in the home. You don't go tell people what go on in the home. I don't know about when your upbringing, but in my upbringing, you weren't allowed to tell the people what was going on in the home. So
That's
when
how it was, yeah.
so when you tell the people, hey, y'all go do counseling, it's like, oh no, don't go tell the people to counsel. Don't go tell the people to go get counseling, because that'll make you think you're crazy. They will say this, you letting the white folks in the home, meaning social service. You don't go tell people what's going on in our home. That's how I was raised. You wasn't supposed to go tell nobody what was going on. We didn't know nothing, especially in Black families. They didn't talk about no therapist and things like that.
Right.
So I will advise anybody to go get therapists. Allegedly, yes, she's a strong woman, and I'm glad she is. She said therapy made a difference in my life. Robin said, I love you, strong French woman and men who have survived. Yes. You guys put some hearts up for the survivors. If they watch this live, if you're a survivor in the chat, put a heart or two up, man. It's hard when you're trying to live out here and survive and tell your story.
And when you have your own kids, just like right now, I'm dealing with this neighbor that he's an older guy. I've not gone and met him, but long story short, he lives near the park, but my son goes over to talk to him because I guess he makes knives and carves them. But this guy keeps talking to my son. And we told him after the third time, we're like, don't talk to him anymore. We don't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, why? And we're like, he's a grown adult. And we can't explain to him that it is not normal for a grown adult to have that much interest in you as a child. There's no commonality there. And I said, look, if he had come over here and knocked on our door, because he's just on the other side, in the backyard and off a little bit, I said, had he just come over here and said, hey, my name's so-and-so, your son's been coming to talk to me. I just wanted to introduce myself and let you know who I am. I probably wouldn't have a problem with the guy. Or he could have said, hey, have your mom come over and meet me, and whenever she's got a minute, so she knows who you're talking to. I think everything probably would have been fine, but the fact that he's not done any of that, no. And now I'm hearing other things about him, and I told my son the other day, I said, you are not even to go near there. God help you if I find you near that place. I will lock you up in this house.
Oh, no, don't do that better. He shouldn't be playing with no grown man.
I didn't say lock him up in the house, but I just said you are not to go over there anymore at all.
Yeah, that neighbor needs to stay away from your child.
Yeah,
We're seeing too much stuff going on.
My son's 11, and I can't get him to understand. He doesn't understand. And I'm just like, I don't know how to make the light bulb go off.
So, and how old is your son?
11. He's a spin image of me. I'm one of those, you would think after my childhood that I have a brick wall a mile high. Everybody tells me. But for some reason, I still believe what people say and stories they tell me. Right off the bat, I believe them, at face value. And then I go home and I think about what they say. And then I'm like, oh, well, no, this can't be true. That doesn't make sense. I can pull between what they're saying and what's BS and not BS. But I just always believe people when they tell me something, you know.
You better go with your gut feeling.
Yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, it's like when I get home, then I think, well, this ain't right, that ain't right. And my son's the same way. And, you know, I'm not being rude here, but I'm as book smart as they come, but I have no common sense. And my son is the same way. He's book smart, and I'm not, you know, disrespecting him at all. Not at all. But he doesn't have any common sense like me. It's, you know, if somebody tried to explain that to me, you know, at the same age, I don't think the light bulb would have gone off for me. So I'm trying to think of the right phrase. So I keep talking to him.
Hold on. The chat said, call the popos on your neighbor.
Well,
you know what, you might need to make sure he's not on the sexual, the list.
Oh,
too.
I check every 6 months. We're in a gated community, and they run backgrounds on everybody in here. But you know, there's got to be one living somewhere around here that nobody knows is living there. You know, for all I know, the girlfriend, you know, could be the owner of the place, and he'd be living there and nobody know about him. So you're right. So I got to get his last name. But another neighbor told me that they know him to be a drug dealer. So
you think your boy over there smoking pot or something?
I heard it was worse than that. I heard it was meth.
Oh no, get your boy away.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, when the neighbor told me that, I was like, yeah.
Hold on, let me talk about generational curses with this. It don't have to be passed down to a child from a parent. If a child is getting raised and have a role model, and the role model is showing the child different behaviors, the child will pick up on those behaviors too.
Ooh.
And it do not have to be the parent of the child. I wanted y'all to know that for sure. For example, adopt a parent. For example, a big mom, big brother, big sister, uncle. Children pick up habits from different people. It just don't come from the parents. I want you to know that, Gail. So you need to call it out and call it on him. If he's playing with your kid, especially if you think they're doing drugs heavier than that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. You don't want your baby to start doing that or break the chain.
Well, before I even found that out, I banned him before I even found that out. And then when I found that out, I, reinforced, we're not going over there. And I told him, look, he's bad news. And I told him, what I found out. And I was like, well, whether it's true or not, he's not associated with good things. Good things are not being said about him, and you don't want to associate yourself with being seen near there.
Well, you might have to start doing some punishment. You might have to start doing some punishment if you see him start going around, dude. I'll take your phone away. I'll do this if you're going to keep doing this. It's time for you to step in as a strong mama. This is where it shows you being a mama. I don't care if you feel guilty about it at all. There's no guilt you should have after, especially following cases like this. No, buddy. Exactly. If you think you're going to keep going over there to whoever's name's house, I'm taking your phone away. I'm taking your computer away. I'm taking your games, whatever he got. I'm sure he got a couple of things. I don't know. Yeah. These kids do. You step in and start disciplining them and telling him.
And I
Before he gets too stuck, baby. He's almost a teenager.
I know. And I told my husband, I said, next time he goes to the park, I'm going to be 5 minutes behind him.
Welcome back.
He don't even have any idea that I'm going to be following him, watching him the next couple of times. Then he's not going to know that I'm watching him.
Because somebody said, cut the Wi-Fi off. Tell the neighbor, quit talking to the son. Shit, to be honest with you, welcome. I missed your name. I seen you. Welcome, Miss Rose. Shit, go talk to the neighbor and tell him if I find out you messing with my son, we gonna have some problems. Have you had a talk to the neighbor?
No, not yet. But that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I should go over there and talk to him.
Talk to the neighbor.
Okay.
Well, see, that's why we got a community over here, because a lot of people in the chat is saying, you go over there and you talk to that neighbor and you let homeboy know, if I find out you with my son, I'm calling the cops on you. Let him know.
Go in there. I'll do that.
And be firm. Because it's
I'll
up
do
to
that.
the adult.
You're
He
right.
shouldn't
You're
be
right.
over there doing anything with your 11-year-old son. You don't want him to start touching your boy. Men do that to
No.
boys too. Girls are not the only one molested.
Right. Oh yeah, I know, and that's what I told my son. I said, look, there's more boys being molested than girls now. I think if you listen to all the stories, it sounds like boys are being looked at more than girls. Grabbed more than girls.
Oh man, they touching it. The world is sick we live in. You better go over there and talk to that damn neighbor and let him
I
know.
will. I will.
Don't have me put some bullets in you. You know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, yeah, I mean, here in Indiana, I mean, we both have our concealed permits, and, I never know who's got a gun and who don't. And I never thought to go over there because I never wanted to be, after hearing that, I didn't want to be seen with him and somebody thinks that I was over there doing something I shouldn't be. So it never entered my head to go talk to him. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing that. That's a good idea.
Oh, I was. She said, "Oh, I threatened that neighbor. Believe me, I would. Girl, that neighbor would be
Wait,
so
well, see, y'all
shitless."
telling me this now. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. All of it's making sense now. Like, just see, that's where I go. Like, I don't have common sense. So y'all saying that, yeah, it's all sinking in for me now. Yeah, I will go over there and talk to him.
Well, if you didn't bring it up, we wouldn't have knew, and that's why we bring. This is why we have different people on panels. Good night, paparazzi. You out of here? Hold on. Before you leave, do you want to say something?
Let's just keep the voice, keep Summer's name out there, and let's just keep her name alive, and keep hoping and praying that this case is finally gets some closure.
Yes, and that's all we're gonna do over here. And I love when you come on the panel, and I want you to look into that video for we could break it down.
I will.
Okay, and I'll set up the live. I normally do every other day. I have to let it go. I have to get a break. Like, I don't want people to think I'm gonna be on here every day, all day, because then people be expecting that, and I can't dedicate myself to that. Not right now, but I do want to be checking in with my people because I feel like we're a village, and it is about justice for Summer. And I'm glad that I have you guys over here because at first I seemed like I was the only one talking to myself. Like, you guys, hold up, forget the drama. Where's the kid? I mean, I kept saying that over here, and it's like I don't, even though I wasn't a part of the crime community. It's like, forget the drama. Where is the damn baby? Or, even if she's still alive, where is she? Tell us that. So I'm glad you're here, Pops. And we're going to set that live up for that.
All right. Well, thank you.
And thank you for coming and joining always. Yep. Good night.
Have a good night, Papa.
Night, everybody. Thank you.
Bye,
Have
Papa.
a good night. Bye
That's now. Our Papa, huh?
I like Papa.
I do too. He's over here on our team. Shit. And if he started a channel, we're going to help him grow.
Papa's awesome now.
I would have threatened bad people. Hold on. Somebody says something. No peace. Right, you guys. No justice. No Summer. No peace. We're not stopping. I'm not stopping. Somebody said, leave Candace alone. I ain't doing nothing to her but calling this shit out. That's it. I'm calling it out.
That's it. Truth hurts, don't it?
Truth hurts. Prayers for Summer. Period.
That's it.
I'm calling it out. They don't like me, that's fine. You have to join the line of people that don't. That's just for Summer. All day, every day.
That's it.
And that's what the mama should did. Just for that baby girl. But
well, I think I'm probably hop off of here too, Shinna.
But before you hop off, allegedly, please go threaten. Even if you
promise you, I give you my word. I give
even
you my
if
word.
You
I will go talk to him
show them your
tomorrow.
gun in your pocket. Show them, put your gun up. Put your gun in your pants and lift your shirt up or something and say, "Hey, you fuck with my boy again. It's gonna be some problems."
I might just do that too.
I'm serious.
My husband did that once.
And then get on your boy
My husband
too.
did that once. I had to. Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
And get on your boy too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. There was a neighbor over at the house one time years ago at a house we were renting, and I was talking to the neighbor on the back porch, and my husband didn't know who he was, and he walked in and coming in from work, and he lifted his shirt up and made sure that the neighbor seen that gun in under his pants, under his the waistband of his pants, because his eyes went wide and he backed up a little bit, and I was like, honey, it's fine, he's a neighbor. He don't play.
Well, go talk to that other neighbor. Put some fire on him. I mean, and you might have somebody might have to go whoop him up if he don't.
Yeah,
Period.
yeah. I'm gonna
Um,
definitely be keeping an eye on it. So
well, okay, go ahead and get in the chat, and I'm gonna say my goodbyes to everybody. Dang, we've been on for.
I know it's 1 o'clock in the morning, love.
I don't know. I enjoy you guys. I missed y'all too,
I do
but
too. I do
if I
too.
have a day or two off, please understand I have to
Yeah.
reamp.
Yeah,
Did
definitely.
anybody see? Okay, hop on down. Did anybody see
Okay.
the video of Summer dancing in the rain? Yes, we did. Yes, we seen her in the rain. Yes, we did. Take your Target practice sheet and show it to the neighbor, right? You guys, we've been on for a while now, and we're not going to stop. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep going. We want justice for Summer and her brothers without drama, without fighting anybody. That's right. And we're going to do it in peace without people coming in here just messing with us. We can do it. See how we enjoyed it and still got the point out? That's how you do it. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fight anybody. Get the word out about what you're seeing in this home. Get the word out about what you're seeing, the neglect. So when it's time for her to think she gonna get some kids back, it's gonna be people like us saying, "Oh no, you remember you did this? You remember you did this? Then boys shouldn't come back." Where's Summer? When you see people doing all that drama, where is Summer? Who cares about a phone? If the phone ain't gonna get turned, talking about Candace turning the phone, that's to get views and likes. Repeating the same thing. I'm not knocking nobody. But where is the key Summer and justice for her brothers? You heard a handful tonight when it came down to people. I mean, just different things. It was a great live. I thank everyone that came. I truly do. You guys put justice up for Summer. Put hearts up for Summer and her brothers. Put hearts up for you. Put hearts up for your neighbor below you, under you. You guys, we got to remember to love ourselves regardless. What anybody say. Love you. The world is hard. Love your children. Love your grandchildren. Everybody that's new that visit, welcome. And it's way more to come. I love you guys here. Sign the Summer petition. It's out there. It's out there. Sign it. I've seen it. I signed it. The Summer law, sign it. I'm going to say goodbye to Beth, to allegedly. Hey, you guys, before I go, come in here and tell me what city you're from so I can say goodbye to you, and then we'll end the live. Say goodbye to Robin, to Beverly, to Susan, to Beth. Susan, Gail. Good evening, you guys. I got hearts up for you too. Oh, Ohio. Okay. We got Ohio in the house. Let's see. Let's put it up. I like to highlight where y'all from. Well, Beverly, welcome again back to the chat. Grammy, welcome again. Welcome. It was good having you. Allegedly, we're praying for you, and you got to go check that neighbor. California, Kentucky. Oh, I'm in Iowa. I'm not from Iowa, Beth, but I'm in Iowa. I moved to Iowa, Denver, my home state, Pennsylvania. Hey, Illinois, Florida, Tennessee. Yes, Beth, I'm in Iowa. I have not yet disclosed what part of Iowa. I won't do that. Um, no one knows actually where I'm at. I've been here 3 years. I moved from Denver, but we'll have a live about that. Everyone, thank you for coming. Peace. Love you all.